Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Matt's one-car, two-bedroom apartment with a home office/home gym insurance. We're good at Nick's SUV and farmhouse with a remodeled kitchen/art gallery insurance.
And we're good at the Wilbur suburban home with the two-car garage/rehearsal space insurance. Have you seen my hockey socks?
Have you checked your sock drawer?
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
At Moser Motors, we got you covered. From plug-in hybrids to full electric vehicles.
From small trucks to the F-150, all the way up to Super Duties, Moser Motors has got you covered.
From small SUVs to mid-size SUVs, up to large SUVs, Moser Motors has you covered.
And be sure to come in and check out our lineup of Lincolns.
Heavy-duty mechanics trucks with welders, air compressors, and cranes. Dump trucks in every size. You need to move a couple thousand gallons of water? We got the truck. Full commercial shop for your heavy truck service needs. When you think about it, Moser Ford has a vehicle for almost every single application.
Sharing happiness, displaying confidence, and promoting health. Your smile does a lot for you.
And at Riverstone Dental, we make smiles happen.
Across 2 locations at Riverstone Dental, our compassionate dentists and caring staff provides unparalleled care to patients of all ages. Using the latest technology and procedures, we offer an extensive list of general dentistry services. Whether you're stopping in for your routine cleaning and checkup, or you need restorative care, including implants, crowns, bridges, and more, we'll provide quick, comfortable care. Additionally, we perform orthodontic procedures as well. With traditional metal braces or the convenient Invisalign system, we can help you perfect your beautiful smile. Riverstone Dental. We make smiles happen.
Here at the local Keystone Energy office in Monroe, our drivers, service technicians, administrative assistants, and sales staff are centered on you. We work hard to meet your energy needs with superior products and exceptional service.
We are here to lead with purpose, serve with impact, grow responsibly with our local community, embrace our roots and humble beginnings.
Keystone Cooperative Monroe team is centered on you.
Here at Berne Ready Mix, building strong communities is not just something we say. It's something we do. We are proud to be a part of the residential, commercial, industrial, and municipal projects in the communities we serve. Contact us to discuss your next project.
Steve Rich has been serving all of Adams County as a Good Neighbor State Farm agent from his office in Decatur since 1980. For all of your auto, home, life, and business insurance, Steve can show you what being a good neighbor is all about. Call or text Steve at 728-2933 or stop by his office at 230 South 2nd Street in Decatur from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. He can even meet you in the evening or on Saturday by appointment. All your insurance needs under one roof. To combine and save, talk with State Farm agent Steve Rich.
We are Best One.
The best tires. The best customer service.
Since 1948, Best One has been delivering quality and dependable tires and full-service automotive care to our customers. Best One. Selling tires, serving people. We are Best One.
Visit our store or bestoneofmonroe.com to shop tires, request an appointment, and more. See these? See us at Best One of Monroe. Selling tires, serving people.
Once more unto the breach, dear friends, as the golden haze of a late August evening settles over Starfire Field, and the thud of weathered helmets echoes once again beneath the Indiana sky. Yes, the glorious pageant of Football Friday returns to Witness Media, where valor and heartbreak dance hand in hand on the chalk-lined stage. Tonight, two squads wounded in opening skirmishes now stand shoulder to shoulder in search of redemption. The Bellmont Braves, clad in the crimson of struggle, make their pilgrimage southward to challenge the South Adams Starfires, proud protectors of home turf and reputation. It is the home opener for the boys of Berne, and though the wounds of a 56-point shellacking by Ohio's mighty Marion local are still fresh, there's no time for mourning in the march of a new campaign. At the helm of the Starfires stands Coach Grant Mosier, a general of 11 campaigns and 80 victories, steering his swift-footed fleet with a steady hand. His men, ranked number 15 among the 1A legions by the seers of Sadron, are favored mightily by the mystics and the masses alike. The prophecy written in the ledgers of John Harrell reads 42-14 in favor of South Adams, but the fates of Fall Fridays are not always so neatly penned. Across the field, the Braves of Bellmont wear the scars of a long and bitter march. Under the guidance of Coach Nick Hall, now in his 6th season, the boys from Decatur carry the burden of 33 straight defeats, each one a chapter in a saga of grit, heartbreak, and unyielding hope. Their last outing, a 42-0 defeat at the hands of Heritage, only stoked the fires of resolve within. But here, beneath Friday lights, every snap holds the seed of surprise. The Braves may find solace and strength in their size, a physical presence in the trenches that could throw sand into the gears of South Adams' elegant machine. For if Bellmont can grind the game into the mud, hold the line like Spartan phalanx, and strike with timely fury, they may yet turn the tide. History tells a tale of parity. In the annals of the last 4 decades, Bellmont holds the edge, 18 victories to 15. But time has turned the tide, and the last 8 contests have been swept by the Starfires, including a 49-7 drubbing just a year past. And so we watch, with eyes on the line, ears to the cadence of the quarterback, and hearts thumping in time with the beat of the band. For tonight, the fields are alive once more with the ancient rhythms of football, and whether by might or miracle, someone's story shall change. When we come back, we'll welcome in former Starfire lineman and longtime assistant Jeff Lehman. Jeff and I will preview the season ahead as well as tonight's matchup between the Braves and Starfires on the Sprunger & Sprunger pregame show after a word from our sponsors. You're watching South Adams Starfire football on Witness Media.
Are you looking for a place where Christian values meets compassionate care? Christian Care Retirement Community has an independent living, assisted living, specialized memory care, and their new short-term rehabilitation program designed for the best in recovery. The mission of Christian Care is enriching senior living with Christian values and compassionate service, rooted in faith, guided by love, and dedicated to respect and stewardship. Join them in the experience to support community where Christian values shine through. Christian Care Retirement Community, where faith and care come together. Are you sick of working 12-hour shifts and weekends at your current job? Come join our team at Smith Brothers Berne, where we pride ourselves in providing our employees with a family atmosphere, a Monday through Friday work week, and a clean and air-conditioned work environment. Our employees are not required to wear uniforms and can listen to music while they work. Starting wages are $16 to $21 an hour at the end of their first year, with yearly bonus incentives and a competitive benefits package. Apply online at smithbrothersfurniture.com or in person at 356 Monroe Street in Berne.
At Decatur Dental Services, all of our offices provide complete dental care, including crowns, bridges, and dentures, teeth whitening, orthodontics and Invisalign, restorations, preventative care, cosmetics, and sports mouth guards. In Decatur, Botox and Juvederm are available as well. We have offices in Decatur, Geneva, Berne, Bluffton, and Warren to serve you. To learn more about our doctors, office hours, and insurance information, please visit DecaturDentalIN.com or like us on Facebook. New patients are always welcome, as are patient referrals, so contact us today.
When you order an East of Chicago pizza, you get a pizza done right. A delicious East of Chicago pizza is created with dough made fresh every morning, your choice of thin or specialty crust, a savory blend of cheeses, and the tastiest toppings. For a limited time, you can enjoy a delicious large 2-topping pizza from East of Chicago for just $9.99. Available in Berne for a limited time. The next time you order pizza in Berne, remember, East of Chicago is pizza done right.
You're not just a homeowner, you're also a double-pane window that apparently weighs 800 pounds owner. An inconveniently located electrical outlet owner. And a kitchen floor made for triple axles owner. Fortunately, you're also an American Standard owner, which means you've got heating and cooling built and tested to keep going, no matter what happens. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Or American Standard dealer, Don Myers, Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling.
When you walk through our doors, you'll find smiling faces, exceptional service, and a sense of family. With trusted financial solutions tailored to you. Discover the difference today. Financial Partners Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA. So you think you found the right guy on social media? It could be that person isn't who you thought they were. If you don't give out your personal information, you won't be a victim of fraud. A message brought to you by Financial Partners Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA.
At First Bank of Berne, we believe strong local communities are good for everyone. It's why we invest in the lives and dreams of the people, businesses, and farmers in our hometowns. When you bank locally, our communities prosper because money is deposited, invested, and spent locally. At First Bank of Berne, improving the financial futures of those in our local communities is at the heart of everything we do.
We've recently undergone a name change. Why the name change? Well, quite honestly, it's because trademarks matter. What's not changing is us, our processes, our approach. Now, why Flight Financial Advisors? For any flight to be successful, we need to have a lot of training, a lot of coordination, a lot of planning, and a team behind you. We want to be your flight team, help you chart the path, mitigate risks, and get you to your destination safely.
If you haven't seen the large new showroom at Laban Feed Mill on County Road 000 just east of Berne, now is the perfect time to come and see our expanded inventory. Fall is a great time to sow or repair your lawn with our ExecuTurf Lawn Seed. We also carry a large selection of fertilizers, herbicides, and insecticides for your lawn and garden needs. Don't forget to ask us about our Pro Pig DuraCube Softener Salt, the cleanest and purest softening salt available today. Laban Feed Mill thanks all of you for keeping an eye out for farm equipment on the roadways during harvest season, and we look forward to seeing you here soon.
And welcome back to Starfire Field here on the Sprunger & Sprunger pregame show, founded by Corey and Allison Sprunger. From adoption to advanced elder law planning and everything in between, Sprunger & Sprunger is a full-service law firm with offices in Berne, Bluffton, Portland, Waynedale, Angola, and Fort Wayne. Visiting Sprunger & Sprunger for all your legal needs is easy and convenient. So the 0-1 Bellmont Braves travel to Berne tonight to Starfire Field to take on the 0-1 Southern Starfires. Want to welcome inside here now alongside Jeff Lehman into the booth here this evening. Still a volunteer assistant, still a valuable asset here on Witness Media here in the webcast booth. And with just over 16 minutes, Jeff, we've got kind of a big game here tonight for both teams. Obviously, we talked about South Adams coming in, trying to get feeling better about themselves after a tough loss to a big-time Ohio football powerhouse last week, Marion Local, and for Bellmont, you know, a long losing streak, 33 games, in fact, that they're trying to put to rest. A big opportunity for both teams here tonight at Starfire Field.
I think this is the game that Bellmont will constantly circle on their schedule. With the schedule they have to play in the 8, they're like, hey, that South Adams game is a game that we got to have a chance to win that game. So they're going to come out ready to play. They're going to come out with a lot of confidence. I think they're going to come out excited to play. They're a hard-playing team. They played hard last year. Coach Hall did a good job of continuing the effort you see out of the Bellmont Braves. For South Adams, I think they're going to want to see what they can do. Last week, other than the first drive, I don't think South Adams was able to do much of anything. I don't think they were able to show much of anything. Marion Local is as advertised, and the result obviously was not a friendly scoreboard for South Adams. So South Adams coaches are just looking, hey, let's just play our game. Let's be able to do some things offensively that we know we can do and we weren't able to do last week. So that has been the focus all week, just kind of doing your job, kind of having that short memory of the scoreboard from last week, but not necessarily of we talked about this a lot last year, the process. All right, what can we learn from last week? Don't have a short memory from that, because last week gave South Adams an opportunity to learn a ton about themselves.
Well, and like you say and imply here, with a chance Bellmont coming to town here this week, a chance to get feeling a little bit better about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how often do you go from one end of the spectrum to the other end of the spectrum? You're talking last week, a team that won their 65th game in a row, longest winning streak in the country, to now one of the longest losing streaks in the state of Indiana. Bellmont, possibly the longest ongoing losing streak right now in the state of Indiana. So not very often do you run into a juggernaut one week and then, man, that's tough psychologically, emotionally, those ups and downs, and to weather that storm as an Indiana high school football player. You're talking about sophomores, juniors, seniors. That can be a difficult thing to navigate.
Yes, absolutely. And really, I mean, Bellmont has that losing streak, but if Bellmont plays in 1A, 2A football, they're not going to have that losing streak. They're going to win some games, and that's what we are. We're 1A, we're 2A, and up front, Belmont's bigger than what we saw last week. They are incredibly. They got a lot of size. They're very strong up front, and their guys up front do a great job of locking on and driving. So South Adams has their work cut out for them this week again up front. I mean, Marion Local is a different beast. We watched film, and every single one of those guys up front was extremely fundamental and played extremely hard. But I don't think it gets a whole lot easier up front for South Adams with the size that we're going to see and the strength that Bellmont brings.
And that's on a year-to-year basis. That's always the case. That always has Coach Mosier losing his sleep a little bit. It is a tough matchup, especially for a coach when everybody in your community expects kind of what we saw last year, a 49-7 drubbing. Everybody here thinks, okay, it's Bellmont. We've won 8 in a row in this series. It's going to be another easy one, them mired in the midst of that long losing streak. But will it be another blowout like it was last year? Last year it was over by halftime, and it was literally over by halftime because the game was called due to weather. Mercifully so, if you're a Bellmont Braves fan. Again, 49-7. In just that one half of play, South Adams was able to have 145 yards on the ground, 198 through the air. So absolutely one-sided. I think Dylan Ramirez had a big game that night, 9 carries, 107 yards. Again, just in one half, Titus Lehman, 11 of 14, 194 yards, 3 touchdowns. And it was difficult for Bellmont to get any offense going. Now, it's going to be interesting to see this year. Belmont's coming out with a whole new offense. You take a look at Bellmont over the years, and they like to pack things in tight. Maybe 3 guys in the backfield, a lot of tight ends in there, and they're bunched in a tight formation back there offensively, and they like to run the football right at you. This year, they're changing it up on us. They've got a talented young freshman quarterback taking over, Charlie Ferrote. And he's got some talent, but very much inexperience. He's going to have to grow up in a hurry, and a brand new offense. We're going to see Bellmont look to spread things out here tonight.
Yeah, you're going to see Bellmont in the gun. When's the last time we've seen Bellmont line up in shotgun?
Just doesn't sound right.
It doesn't. And but tell you what, I mean, when things are going the way they were for Bellmont, and your Coach Hall, and you want to set your offense to your athletes, and I think he felt the athletes was more conducive to run more of a spread offense. So you're going to see a lot of spread gun from Bellmont. You're going to see some double twins. You're going to see some trips. You're going to see some twins eye. You're even going to see some empty. And if you'd have told an Adams County football fan that Bellmont would be running empty,
right,
just a couple years ago, you'd say, hey, you're crazy. That's not going to happen. But that's what you're seeing. And so South Adams, they're going to have to prepare for that. The thing about gun, and I think what makes South Adams so successful a lot of times against these teams is when you see a spread offense run well, that's very hard to defend in high school football. And I think Coach Hall knows that, and he knows if he's got the athletes to do it, why not try to attempt it? And like you said, he got quarterback Farrell out there, and he can sling it. He's an athlete. So what has he got to lose at this point? And I think if the boys continue listening to him and his knowledge and his assistant coaches, and maybe Belmont's going to have some success.
Well, speaking of success, South Adams not a whole lot last week against Marion Local. It was all Marion Local all the time. The Flyers showed exactly why they are one of the top teams in Ohio every year and why they have that long nation-leading win streak going right now. For South Adams, just not able to get things going offensively. Titus Lehman finished just 7 of 18, just 78 yards through the air, and it was another struggle on the ground for South Adams, just gaining 12 yards of rushing. So not able to get that offense going. We'll see if they can get things going tonight against the Bellmont Braves, whose defense was quite porous last week in giving up 42 to the Heritage Patriots. Well, we've got about just over 9 minutes showing on the CMA Truck and Auto scoreboard. And the band is down on the field playing the pregame fight songs. For no gimmicks and hidden fees, just quality vehicles at a fair price, stop by CMA Truck and Auto on the south edge of Berne or online at cmatruckandauto.com. CMA strives to offer various vehicles to meet you and your family's needs. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors here on Witness Media.
At FM Investment Services, we continue to serve and advise our clients with dedication and experience, and our team includes 2 registered investment professionals. Leif Lickinger, with over 30 years of experience helping clients navigate their financial journeys, and Lori Garwood, bringing more than 25 years of investment expertise to the table. Together, Lee and Lori are committed to helping you achieve your financial goals, and supporting them is Tina Marbaugh, administrative assistant, who has 4.5 years of experience in the investment field. Call us today, 260-368-9939 to schedule your consultation. FM Investment Services, experience you can trust, advice you can count on.
I'm Peyton Priest, and I play volleyball at the University of St. Francis. I had opportunities to play at another university. I chose St. Francis because I wanted to be closer to home. I wanted a more faith-based college. I just feel at home and safe when I walk around campus. The professors know my name. That's what I love. I love seeing how God has brought me here to St. Francis. Coming here was the right choice for me.
With origins dating back to 1931, National Oil and Gas is a regional provider of bulk tank fuel deliveries to farmers, home heating oil deliveries, consumers, and gasoline to service stations. Our solid business practices and longevity have established us as a main force in the fueling industry. And at National Oil and Gas, our goal is to use our God-given talents and resources to serve our customers and communities each and every day. Contact us today for all your petroleum needs and how we can service you.
It's game day, a time to focus on the excitement and not to worry about your insurance coverage. With Indiana Farmers Insurance by your side, you can step onto the field or into the bleachers with true peace of mind, knowing your coverage is handled by local agents who care about your business, your auto, your home, and your farm as much as you do. Local insurance, local agents, here for you. Now that's what we call teamwork.
Ace is the only hardware retailer that carries Benjamin Moore paint at over 3,800 stores. With Benjamin Moore's premium quality, huge selection of colors, plus Ace's award-winning service, you can be confident you're getting the best. Then buy in store or online for curbside pickup or free delivery. When you want the best, Benjamin Moore paint from Ace. Around the block, what you need in stock, with people who know their paint. Your local Ace has everything you need. And since we're right around the block, we'll deliver your paint for free.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Apartment living at its best with an exceptional location and affordable living. Located on 000 Road in Berne, Eastview Apartments are currently offering spacious 2-bedroom apartment homes with full-size washer, dryer, range, refrigerator, dishwasher, disposal, free maintenance, private entrances,
balcony or patio, and much more. Please call 260-589-8602 for further information. We know you will be proud to call Eastview Apartments your home.
Partnerships thrive, integrity leads the way, and dedication meets innovation. Tried and true. Trueland Equipment. We have the tools and services you need to work the land. A John Deere provider with a broad inventory, assisting you in service and technical support. We respond to your concerns quickly. For all your equipment needs, choose Trueland Equipment, where provider means partner.
At Fisher Dental, we fix teeth. We also develop relationships with our patients to create lifelong friends.
Here at Fisher Dental, we clean, extract, and fill teeth. We also make crowns, bridges, partials, and dentures.
At Fisher Dental, we like smiles. And remember, we've got your back. And your teeth.
In a world worried about the next post, next purchase, next minute, what if we focus on the important over the fleeting? Invest in what lasts. With Everence, grow a fresh outlook to your financial future with financial services rooted in enduring values, faith and purpose, community and love, sharing and giving. Join Everence and make an impact.
And we're back here at Starfire Field, 3:45 showing on the CMA Truck and Auto scoreboard. Before we kick things off here tonight, Bellmont Braves in town for the season opener for the South Adams Starfires here at South Adams on the beautiful campus. Look at it. It's gorgeous out there.
Beautiful
Got a little
night.
rain yesterday, a little greenery
You had
out
rain
there.
at your
the
house.
grass.
We didn't have rain here.
That's fair.
It poured. You could see. We were here at practice, and you could see the rain just beyond the trees out there and at the cornfield, and it was just barely sprinkling here. And when I drove home, my wife said it was bone dry. We didn't get a drop. So, story of the summer, isn't it?
Gentle breeze out right now, 70 degrees, the real feel according to AccuWeather. Couldn't really ask for a better Friday night in late August.
No.
Not too warm, not too cold, right in that Goldilocks zone for a big game here tonight. Home opener here for the Starfires. Hey, taking a look around, some games to keep an eye on tonight. Adams Central is at Eastside. Gary Hendershot likes the upset there. Up in Butler tonight, Bellmont here at South Adams, of course. Central Noble at Woodland. Good ACAC non-conference matchup there for the Woodland Warriors. They're coming off a big loss last week. Can't remember who that was to right off the top of my head.
Woodland?
Yeah.
Eastside.
It was Eastside.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Eastside.
Eastside. I think beat them like 36-6.
Surprised me big time.
I wonder if Eastside's up that much or if Woodland's down that much. We'll see a little bit of that tonight when we keep an eye on that Adams Central score. Delta makes the trek to Heritage. I think that's an intriguing non-conference matchup for the Patriots as well. Obviously, the Patriots coming off a big win, 42-0, where they were in control from start to finish over these very Bellmont Braves. Now, I think another intriguing matchup tonight, and I've got the upset here, although I don't know if it is really an upset. According to Harold's, I think they predicted the Southern Wells Raiders to beat Blackhawk Christian this evening. That's in
that's an
Southern
interesting
Wells.
matchup. That's an interesting matchup, and I didn't know who to choose on that one just because I don't know. I know we play Blackhawk, but I just don't know enough about them to we've only played them, 1 year now? And
they were beaten badly week one, I believe, by Fremont. Fremont, not a very big-time program.
And Coach Blakers in Southern Wells, it sounds like he's got a lot of kids excited to play, and I think they're going to continue getting better. So I guess I probably would choose Southern Wells there, but I don't know.
That's what I'm rooting for. You know, a team that's lost as many as they have, been in the cellar of the ACAC, a once proud program. Got to root for them a little bit. Manchester at Bluffton tonight. Got to think the Tigers favored in that one. Jay County at Newcastle. I think that's another coin toss type of game. Jay County got the new head coach.
Yep.
This would be a big non-conference win for him.
Absolutely it would. I think I'm going to go with Newcastle on that one.
That's what I took as well. Angola's at Leo. DeKalb is at Garrett. And we're going to take a quick break here as we pause for a moment of silence for South Adams Starfire football player lost this summer, tragic accident, Dallas Rao. We're going to pause for a moment of silence for that young man.
Truly cared about his brothers on the team more than himself. We ask you please stand and join us in a moment of silence to honor and remember the life of Dallas Rao. Thank you.
And we're back here. Heartfelt moment here at Starfire Field as, South Adams, these guys lost a teammate over the summer, tragic accident. Still struggling with the loss of Dallas. Good kid. Guy that played a couple years of South Adams football. Always had a smile on his face in the halls of South Adams.
The kid enjoyed life. He was the type of kid, he didn't play football growing up, but he started to come out, I believe, his freshman year, and he was just a worker. You could tell he was very raw, didn't know much about football, but the way he worked got him to a spot where this summer we knew he was going to be competing for potentially a starting spot on the O-line at guard and maybe even that linebacker on defense. But, yeah, he's that's just the type of kid he was. Like you said, always had a smile on his face. He could kind of a comic relief at any moment, whether it's in the classroom, in the hallway, or at football practice. That's just who he was, and he's dearly missed. Had quite the impact on quite a few boys on this team.
And the Starfires will honor him all season long. I think they got the number 51 decal on the back of the helmet.
Yep. Put his jersey out, I believe, during every game. His jersey's going to be on the sideline with his brothers.
Playing this 2025 football season in honor of Dallas Rao. So they're going to be prepared for the opener here as they're going to be kicking off to the Braves. And I tell you what, it's an intriguing matchup tonight. Again, this is a matchup that keeps Coach Mosier up most nights every year when everybody just kind of expects it. This is a gimme. You're going to blow them out. And you check out, South Adams, they've had their difficulty in recent years along the offensive, defensive fronts, and they are outmatched physically, at least on paper here tonight. We'll see how they respond after being controlled really on both sides of the line of scrimmage last week against Marion Local. That's a key matchup to keep an eye on. What are some other keys for you this evening here, Coach Lehman?
Well, I said it before, but South Adams has got to have a short memory about the result of last week, but not about the process of what they learned from last week. They spent about 2 hours watching film on Monday, and every single player, almost every single play, we had something to say about the way they did something here and there, and so we got to remember that. We got to learn from that. And a coach did say, if you want to play Marion Local, you might not go there expecting to win, but if you go there, you're expecting to learn a lot about yourselves, and that's exactly what happened. Can't overlook this game for South Adams. Bellmont is coming in. They're confident. They really want to win this game. I don't think after the result of last week that you can overlook a game. Bellmont, don't get too cute. Take advantage of your size. I mean, you got the advantage. Take advantage of it. Do not try to get cute with your spread offense.
70 degrees. It's time for kickoff here in Berne, Indiana. 2025 home season underway now, as the return will be fielded at about the 14, fumbled initially, and going to be stopped at about, I'm not sure he got to the 19-yard line, and so Bellmont going to be tasked with a long field ahead of them on their first offensive series as we wrap up the Sprunger and Sprunger pregame show and begin the Graber Insurance first quarter. Call Mark, Toby, Barb, or Kyle for a free quote today. Graber Insurance, your hometown agency.
Catching that ball clean on a kickoff is one of the most overlooked things. People that don't understand football too much don't think about how big of a deal that is. If he catches that clean, just if he catches it clean and gets tackled right away, he's still probably 5 to 7 yards deeper than what he is.
And here come the new look Bellmont Braves, spreading it out. 3 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Charlie Farode out of the shotgun. Man in motion They give. It's going to be a reverse. Oh, they're going to throw it downfield. They
boy.
give it to Farote just. I tell you what, that was timed. The hit was timed well by West Somerset just to rush that throw a little bit, because that could have been that was a nicely designed play.
Yeah, I was thinking the ball was going to go deep to 21 there.
I did too.
But they had that quarterback coming out. I think that was similar to the Philly special. But he was open.
He was wide open.
Fortunately, Somerset got a helmet on the thrower there to knock it just a little bit high there, out of reach.
So it'll be 2nd and 10. It's Oliver Whirling in the backfield with Farote, and they've got a fullback back there as well, Corbin Omler. Farote complete this time, out in the flat, but quickly swallowed up there by Manny Juarez. Good job there in coverage. Well executed, on time, on target. But a good job there to be right there in tackling position by Manny Juarez.
Yeah, now South Adams got to understand they still got to get 6 yards here. So one thing that we've always been trying to coach our boys is understand the situation of the game. You know, it's 3rd and 6 here, so obviously the goal is to get them off the field.
Two to the left, two to the right here for Farote. Has plenty of time, pocket holds. And throws it just behind his intended receiver. That was supposed to be for Omler. And the Braves will be forced to punt it away from fairly deep in their own territory. South Adams with a big opportunity to gain the field position advantage here early.
And I know they talked about they're pretty confident they can maybe get close to blocking the punt here. See if Coach puts on the rush here or plays for the return.
Back deep for South Adams, I believe it's Will Patterson with Easton Odell out in front of him. That one's going to go out of bounds. We'll see where they spot it. It's going to be at the Bellmont 45-yard line. Oh, they're going to walk it up a little bit further.
To the 40. I've always wondered
how exactly.
Yeah, what mechanism they use to do that.
It's interesting.
Yeah. I think they're confusing themselves. One guy says the 40, another one says the 45. Chains are.
Balls on the ground.
Game 2, fellas. You got to get this worked out last week.
Hey,
no,
a little rust in the early season. We'll probably make a mistake or two before the night's over. Ourselves.
No, we're just having fun here.
Titus Lehman leads the Starfires out on the field. Again, great field position. Trips to the right. Is that Caleb Minger?
Yes, it is.
In the backfield behind Minger, Titus Lehman.
Will's been under the weather a little bit this week, so Caleb's had some reps.
Titus steps into that one a little bit low. Just skipped it in. McCain not able to get those hands underneath it. It'll fall incomplete.
Timing just a little bit off there. The ball was there. Could have been caught. Derek turned around just a little bit too late. That was more of a timing issue. Not sure it's a route or a throw.
Just finding that rhythm with his receivers. That's going to be a big thing here in the early going.
Well, it's hard to get that last week. So
absolutely. Give it on the jet sweep here to Patterson. Patterson finds a little bit of a hole. Shimmies on through. Finds his way for a gain of about 6 there on 2nd down. Makes it a much more manageable 3rd down situation down at the Bellmont 35-yard line.
4-down territory here. Don't have to get it all in one shot.
You don't think Coach is thinking about punting this situation?
That's not a chance.
Negative. Trips to the left here. Oh, they got a little sneak job over here. You see Jack Swanner looking at the sideline. And they go on the slant. Complete to West Somerset inside the 20-yard line. 1st down, South Adams. A little decoy action.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what it was. If they weren't going to cover Jacks, obviously you knew what we're going to do, but teams are starting to figure that out a little bit, so we had that slant ready to go.
South Adams threatening here at the Bellmont 19. McCain in motion. Titus gives it to Patterson. Nice cut back inside. 1st down yardage inside the 10 for Patterson. And here come the Starfires.
Great read there on that option. That DN came upfield a little bit. Ty did a great job reading it, giving it to Will.
South Adams quick to the line here, using some tempo. This time Titus pulls it himself. And he's going to be able to scamper into the end zone. 6-0 Starfires. 41-yard drive. Didn't take him very long at all. Still 10:34 showing on the Graber Insurance first quarter.
2 option plays in a row there. If it ain't broke, no need to fix it. Coach saw what happened that first option play, so he decides to call it again. Good coaching, good execution up front, good execution from Ty. Everybody all around. Nice job.
Be Manny Juarez on for the PAT here. South Adams looking to take a 7-0 lead in the early going. Hold is down. The kick is no good. Not even close. 6-0 our score. 10:34 in the first quarter. You're watching Starfire football on Witness Media.
On a winning team, players get the job done right the first time. At Helena Chemical Company, getting the job done right is the only job we have. During the growing season, we show customers how to grow stronger, more profitable crops with the Helena Acre, a production system that achieves higher yields and greater returns. A key product on the Helena Acre team is Hydrahume, an organic acid that gives crops a better chance to take up more nutrients and moisture for stronger returns at harvest. To learn more, go to helenaconnects.com.
Back here at Starfire Field. 6-0 after the PAT was no good. And Manny will kick it away here. And I believe it's going to be whirling deep. Love to see a neck roll back there to return the kickoff. It's going to go out of bounds. And Bellmont will have much better field position than they had their first time around. Where does it come out? Does it come out to the 35 in high school as well? I don't remember where it comes out anymore. They've changed some of the rules so much in the NFL and college level.
I was thinking 25.
You're thinking 25?
Yep.
Looks like it based off
30.
of where they're.
It's going to the
30. Okay.
I think they just changed it not long ago.
Really?
Oh, you know what? I was thinking touchback. This is no. It goes to the. I think it goes.
Does it go to the 40?
Yeah, it goes to the 40 or
I
the
told
45.
you we might mess up before the night was over. We're kind of fumbling it like the refs did on the opening
and
punt.
And people are
there.
like, Lehman, you're a coach. You should know that. I'm an offensive
right.
line. You got to remember, I'm
just
an
a
offensive
play-by-play
line.
guy.
Well, I'm an offensive line coach.
You're not watching what's going on out there.
We don't pay attention
That's right.
to that. Goodness, after we score, we're on the iPad. You're seeing what we can do better. You're talking the boys up. You don't worry about that. Let the defensive guys worry about where that ball goes.
And so the Braves will take over at their own 35-yard line, as I suggested earlier. Falling forward for a positive gain there. That was Oliver Whirling. Handles the kick return duties for the Braves as well as the tailback spot.
Oliver Whirling, one of the returning starters from last year. I know they're on offense now, but defensively they only got 2 returning starters, and he was one of them.
They'll give him just a yard there on first down. Now they go back to a more traditional Bellmont Braves looking set. That ball's in the air, and now it's in the hands of number 15, Blake Hoffman. Johnny on the spot for that one. South Adams will have the football. And this is what you cannot have if you're the Bellmont Braves hoping to spring an upset. And this is just what tends to occur in these games. The turnover bug bites early, and South Adams puts up lots of points and just able to take the absolute air out of the program on that side of the ball there, on that side of the field for the Bellmont Braves.
Well, if you're Coach Hall's boys right now, you got to preach short memory now. You got to. I mean, you can't have that attitude. Here we go again. Here we go again. Because if you keep on having that attitude,
but how do you not?
How do you not? It's difficult. Yeah. So it's really difficult, and you got timeout. It looks like timeout.
Yeah, Belmont's gonna. They know this is a big moment. They're gonna take a timeout, and we'll do the same. We'll be back after this.
These days, peace of mind starts at your front door. Innovative Concepts has been helping protect families for over 30 years with our trusted security experience. From smart cameras to burglary alarm systems with local 24/7 monitoring, we install it all. With a low monthly monitoring fee, protecting what matters most has never been easier. Call Innovative Concepts Audio Video today to schedule your free in-home consultation.
From dreamer to doer, bridging the gap between where we are and where we want to be, turning passion into profession, finding your true calling in a career, and bringing your dreams to life, it takes two things: the right path and the right people to walk alongside you. At Indiana Wesleyan University, we...
And we're back. 9:52, Titus Lehman back to pass. Looking single coverage, got a man deep. It's Derek McCain. I'm not sure. No, not able to get a foot down there. Just led him a little bit too far outside.
For Derek McCain. That's close. Good hands for McCain. Good focus there. Made it close. Made it difficult for the official to make a call.
Yeah, it all looked pretty. McCain had a step right from the get-go. The timing was right. Throw just a little bit wide. 2nd and 10. At the Bellmont 31. They roll to the right. Little screen play set up for West Somerset. It's complete. Falls forward. Decent gain of about 6 yards there on second down. It'll be 3rd and 4. Again.
By number 20, Jason Likens.
Nice for the South Adams offense just to be able to operate here without any real pressure here in the early going. Haven't had taken a snap outside of Bellmont territory yet. That time the pocket just collapsed. A little bit of a delayed handoff there, and Bellmont all over.
Yeah, I think two things there. It's a little bit too delayed, I think. Belmont's left end there, I believe that would have been here. I think Corbin Omler did a great job getting there. South Adams got to hand that ball off a little bit quicker, I believe. That's just a little bit too delayed of a draw.
That's what they're going to need is some negative plays they're coming after Titus hard. Great job by Titus to step up in the pocket and deliver a strike. Well done, Lehman to Somerset for 6.
To West Somerset for the touchdown.
That's what South Adams offense did. I mean, a lot of teams, you get these big losses, but you got Coach Hemo up top, you got Coach McCain and Coach Mojer down below. Always navigating. Now we got Coach Marcus Teeter navigating. Hey, this is what we got. This is what we got. And it makes those 3rd and long, 2nd and longs a situation where you can have a touchdown after a big loss. And it's just very defeating for the other team.
I just love to see Titus step up in the pocket. It looked like he was going to face some pressure again as Manny's kick this time is up and good. But Titus, unfazed by the pressure, steps up and delivers a beautiful ball to West Somerset in stride. It's 13-0 South Adams. We'll be back after this.
From dreamer to doer, bridging the gap between where we are and where we want to be, turning passion into profession, finding your true calling in a career, and bringing your dreams to life, it takes two things: the right path and the right people to walk alongside you. At Indiana Wesleyan University, we help dreamers become doers with accessible, flexible learning pathways and world-class people making world-changing connections. The road ahead, it's closer than you think. Discover the way at IWU.
Back here. Starfire Field, 8:46 to play. Graber Insurance first quarter. Call Mark, Toby, Barb, or Kyle for a free quote today. Graber Insurance, your hometown agency.
Yeah, Bellmont there, really impressive how you said how Titus stepped up in that pocket. Bellmont was bringing the pressure. I think they understand that they got the advantage up front size-wise, so they're bringing it. Ty did a great job stepping up in that pocket, taking the hit and laying the strike to Somerset there.
Belmont's got to really respond on this series. Otherwise, it's just going to be hard to overcome the here we go again sort of mentality, psychology here as it's whirling out across the 20. They give them the 27. We'll keep an eye on some Scores from around the area. We do have an update. Bluffton on top of Manchester, 7-0.
I saw some people picking Manchester there.
That seems a little wild.
I
Bellmont
thought it was a little wild.
Didn't look super impressive last week, but I don't think that's any cause to predict their loss this week. Leo on top of Angola. That's a pigskin prediction game. How about this? New Haven on top of Northside. I got Northside in that one. I don't like where that one's headed in the early going. And it's Ferrote under center here. They fake. They roll out with Ferrote.
Nice
Ferrote
job,
is
man.
going to be swallowed up. Did he put it on the turf again? It is a fumble. Who comes up with it? No indication of who came up with it there, but it must have just been Minger, I'm guessing.
South Adams bring their offense out, but we haven't had an indication.
A little discussion down there.
I wonder if they're discussing if he was down.
Right. That's what I wasn't certain of immediately.
If the ground caused it, because his back was on the ground when.
Let's see if we can tell here by the replay.
Live, I was almost thinking he might have been down. Boom.
I didn't see it come out until it looked like the ground probably caused that.
For those we're watching that replay up here. It's why we have that reaction. But, it's interesting. I don't know if he ever gave an indication whose ball it was, but obviously it's South Adams.
South Adams catches a bit of a break, and Bellmont, their back's against the wall, but South Adams puts it on the turf here. But look at Titus Lehman trying to make something out of nothing here. Inside the 10, he's going to score.
Goodness.
6 for Titus. And it is here we go again here at Starfire Field, 20. Well, South Adams looking to make it 20-0 here if they can get the PAT from Manny Juarez.
Titus is a sneaky good runner. He doesn't look it, but
I think he should do it more often.
I think he's got great vision. He can see the hole. He can see what's coming. And he even caused two Bellmont defenders to run into each other there just by his reaction of the defense there.
So the 8:24 mark sees the Starfires looking to go up 20-0 already. And Manny looks good here for the second straight time. It is 20-0. Here are the Graybird Insurance first quarter. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
People's dreams for the past 19 years, Marquee Builders offers a complete design build experience. Whether you're looking to build a new home or just update your existing home, we offer a full range of construction services to Adams and the surrounding counties. If you need help visualizing your project, we have a full-time design staff that can work with you to create the look of your dreams. Big or small, the attention to detail and exceptional quality is what all of our customers have come to expect. Give us a call for your free consultation or stop in and visit us at our showroom in Berne.
Back here at Starfire Field, 20-0 our score. 8:24 showing on the CMA Truck and Auto scoreboard. For no gimmicks and hidden fees, just quality vehicles at a fair price. Stop by CMA Truck and Auto on the south edge of Berne or online at cmatruckandauto.com. CMA strives to offer various vehicles to meet you and your family's needs.
South Adams, once again, we just got blown out last week, 56-0. We're still in the situation position here where you still got to work. You still got to work on what we got to get better. Don't try to get cute with anything individually, psychology or anything. Just do your thing and continue to get better.
Adams Central on top of Eastside in the early going. It's a 7-0 ball game there in Butler. Whirling pokes around and finds a few yards out to about the 24. Bellmont struggling just to keep a hold of it. They do recover.
In the 1st and 10 for Bellmont on their own 24-yard line.
Last year, I think they had 2 fumbles in that first half, just 1 loss. Had 2 interceptions, so 3 turnovers in the first half of the game. Last year, remember, that was only a one-half game. Saw 16 South Adams first downs, just 4 for Bellmont. Very lopsided, one-sided affair. We're seeing it so far here again, but very, like you said, a lot of football left to be played. Still most of this first quarter left. Bellmont trying to chew a little bit of clock, but not able to get anything going on first down. And if they're not going to be successful on first down, man, that puts a lot of pressure on the young quarterback's shoulders.
Well, they have an offense now, though, that maybe can get them out of it. But yeah, for a quarterback, young quarterback, it does make it a little bit tough. Update from Butler for those of you. I don't think we have a witness media event there.
No, but I did just mention the score.
Did you? I'm sorry. That might have been while I was.
You were getting an update.
I was
about
getting
the
update on my phone while you did that. I have a hard time.
Still 7-0. I'm assuming.
It is.
Looking deep here for Rote. Oh, nice job there by the receiver, turning into a defender to poke that one away. Caleb Minger was in stride for stride coverage, perfect coverage, blanketing the intended receiver.
You know, the older I get, the less I can multitask.
I'm sure.
My wife might say it's more selective hearing.
That sounds like something Katrina might be familiar with.
I just did not want to listen to you at that moment.
I understand. I felt that way myself more than once on the webcast. Looking downfield is Farote. And he's going to be near first down yards. We're going to see where. All right.
That's a good throw there. And
Braves able to move the sticks here.
There, yeah. Like I said, they have the offense now that can pick up that first down, where I think last year it might have been 4th and long right now. So,
hey, no pressure here, at least for the freshman. Just go back and wing it a little bit out of the spread offense. Got 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Whirling in the backfield to the right of Farote. Farote looks to his right, fakes, steps up in the pocket, dumps it off. Beautifully done. Complete to Whirling across midfield. And how about the freshman here? Starting to find his rhythm.
Had some sort of broken coverage there. Coach Donner, Oliver Whirling was able to get out. I think somebody started to attack the quarterback when they ought to have stayed with Whirling just a little bit longer.
And so the first time in South Adams territory tonight are the Braves. They're inside the 45. The give is to Whirling. Whirling plugged up. South Adams doing a pretty good job along that defensive front. Yeah. I like the way they're responding after a tough week last Friday.
Hayden Meyer, they're having a really hard time moving Hayden Meyer right now. He's doing a great job staying low, firing out.
Stop is made after line of scrimmage.
I don't know if he made that tackle, but he was the cause of that tackle because they had nowhere to go because he plugged that hole where that ball was wanting to go.
Made it easy for that second level of the South Adams defense to come clean it up, no doubt. And out of the shotgun again at the Starfire 43, 2nd and 10. Here's Farote. That throw is off the mark and nearly intercepted. Was it Plattner that got a hand on it initially?
Mm-hmm.
Knocked it up in the air. Opportunity for another guy to go make a play on it, but nobody could find the football.
Odell and Ming are both right there just out of the reach.
It'll be 3rd and 10. It'll be interesting to see. Got to think maybe 4-down territory here for the Braves. 5:49. Graber Insurance first quarter. And now the Braves go 3 wide receivers to the right. Man in motion. Omler. Right to left. Farote looks his way and throws it over his head. It'll fall to the turf. It'll be 4th and 10. Hoosiers in action tomorrow, Jeffy?
Hoosiers are. Is it tomorrow? I believe so. Old Dominion. Yeah, 2:30 start.
Beefing up that non-conference schedule this year, the Hoosiers.
Hey, if it works for the SEC, it can work for the Hoosiers, right? Is that what they're always saying?
Sure.
I don't get into all that.
Farote looking deep. Pocket holds. Tells the receiver to try to make a play.
Nice job,
I tell you who's actually going to make a play, like you said, Hal Ringer.
Yeah, nice job.
Didn't allow Farote to get loose there. Good job to contain and bring him down.
And that's one thing last week. We already talked about what we got to learn last week. There's a couple situations last week where we just attacked the quarterback. We had a chance at maybe getting a sack, but we were kind of really just undecisive about what they wanted to do, try to if the quarterback wanted to tuck it and run right there, Hal made a decision that he's going to attack the quarterback, and there's the result.
So turnover on downs allows South Adams again. Great field position. First time, though, they've started. This is their worst field position at their own 47-yard line. Pretty incredible. Lehman, back to pass, under pressure, steps up again, delivers a strike again, finds Jack Swanner this time. Just shy of a first down, going to be about a yard short.
South Adams has the bubble there open, too. Bellmont wants to creep up there on their slot receiver. South Adams tackles, it looks like we're getting a little bit pressure from the outside. Love to see the South Adams tackles flush their guys out a little bit more on the edge, so Ty has a little bit more comfort.
Look at Titus working the pocket, tucks it, first down yardage and more. The decisiveness tonight from Titus.
Well, he fumbled the snap there. I don't know if you saw. He bobbled the snap. I don't believe it was on the snap. He was just maybe looking ahead a little bit too quick. Got him out of rhythm, but he did a nice job making lemonade out of lemons there.
Yeah, didn't hold on to, didn't stare it down too long. That's what you got to do. If you don't see anything there, pull it down, make some plays with those feet. And like you said, Titus has, I think, underrated feet. He's a basketball player. He's a guard. He can run with the football. That kind of an athlete, as you see a good physical run between the tackles by number 28. Will Patterson, more than capable, diminutive as he is, just 5'8", 160 pounds, not afraid to go between the tackles.
We've said it last year, and it continues this year. He's a tough kid. He's a hard-nosed kid. He's not scared to get hit and not scared to hit. And you combine that with his shifty abilities, he's a heck of a player. Update from our fearless leader. So they are at Eastside. We are live. Live audio after and all the video will go live after the game. So.
Somerset open deep, but they dump it off in the flat. It's Jack Swanner, cuts it back inside. Shifty little Jax. Tiptoeing his way down the sideline. Hard to bring down. Got first down yardage. They're going to mark him down at the 19.
First down for the Starfire.
Starfire's threatening again. All the neutral or negative plays or turnovers we saw last week, seeing none of it right now. South Adams has a good rhythm going on this side of the football, looking to punch it in here and make it a 4-score game. Look at the bounce outside there by Will. Turns the corner again, bounces. A highlight reel run from number 28. And another 6 for the Starfires.
19 yards. For the touchdown.
That was a pretty little scamper,
man,
from Will Patterson.
That was
bounces it out once, bounces it out again, cuts it inside, and shakes the last defender on one final juke. Goodness.
You know, back when I was playing those video games, that was the L2. You hit that L2 mark.
L2.
I don't know what it is now. Who knows what it is?
Juarez isn't going to squeak through.
I think it
just
does.
barely. Just barely enough leg there.
I told you, he it's not pretty, but he's pretty solid. He's pretty consistent there.
Finds a way. 27-0 our score. You're watching Starfire Football on Witness Media.
One is more than a number. It's pride in our history and the promise of what's to come. One farmer, one seed, one season. One changes everything. In 1926, Henry A. Wallace and the founders of Pioneer revolutionized farming, and we've been innovating ever since. 100 starts with one. Our 100th season starts with you.
And we're back. 27-0 our score. All South Adams all the time. Stats are working this week. I love it. Coach Doug Beal, head statistician for the Starfires. working on a new program. We've got live stats once again for the first time in a couple years.
Is that available to everybody, or you gotta have a?
It's a fair question at this point. It's on PressBoxStats.com. If you can find South Adams Starfires, you'd probably be able to see it. Titus Lehman 6 of 8 right now, 84 yards, 1 touchdown. Also got 3 carries for 29 yards and 2 touchdowns. It's been the Titus Lehman show here in the early going. Will Patterson's been pretty sharp himself. 4 carries, 27 yards, and a touchdown. Wes Somerset, his usual reliable self. 3 catches, 55 yards, and a touchdown. Jax Warner has 2 catches for 23 yards. It's been all South Adams here early. For the Braves, they had some things go right on their last series. Remember, they were in Starfire territory before that drive petered out at around the 45.
Yeah, he's also, Farrell was able to make some plays with his arm. He does have a nice zip to that ball.
Again, just a freshman, so some hope for the future of the Braves. Starfires bring blitz. It doesn't get home, but a good job there by Somerset to come up and make a tackle. Just nowhere to go, really, in the early going for these Bellmont ball carriers.
South Adams able, once again, we got our size up front. I mean, we don't talk about South Adams size too much, but the size we do have, we got him inside right now. Dakota Cheese Miller. Cheese would be the nickname he has. And Hayden Meyer do a great job. They're doing a great job right now trying to stuff those gaps.
Bellmont right now, negative 10 rushing yards. So, Coach, I don't know how well he slept this week, thinking about the size and potential physicality of this Bellmont line. His boys are more than doing their part, dominating up front right now. And another fumble. This is going to be a scoop. This is going to be a score.
Blake Hoffman again.
Blake Hoffman gets his second fumble recovery of this game, and the first touchdown of his Starfire career.
Good for Blake.
For number 15.
That's good to see from Blake. That's another kid that just comes in and just keeps on working hard, and he's just earned his way onto the field, and it's awesome to see it pay off for him.
South Adams seems to have those guys every year that come in kind of unheralded. You don't know their name from a football perspective early on in their career, but they come along, and before you know it, they're making plays on Friday night.
Yeah.
And you love to see it. That's the little mini version of the American dream right there.
And I think right now with what we have at South Adams, that's what we get. We need that.
Absolutely.
Every team needs that, but let that be a lesson to the young guys maybe listening, watching right now.
That's right.
If you're not necessarily getting the ball or getting the stats that you want right now, you got to keep on working, and eventually it's going to pay dividends for you. Maybe not in the stat book, but it's going to be huge for this ball club.
And if, that's a testimony, if you love the game enough, if you treat the game the right way, respect the game the way, you just keep plugging away. Now, what is that? That's trust the process right there. We've talked about it all season long from a team perspective. That's from an individual perspective. Just keep plugging away at it. Blake Hoffman, a perfect shining example of that here in the early going of the season for the South Adams Starfires.
Well, I mean, these kids, everything these kids see these days are just about the here and now, and we can't forget about that process. Can't forget about the end result. Keep the end in mind. One of those 7 habits from Stephen Covey. It's a blast from the past for us, isn't it?
That's right. Yeah.
You're always working with the end in mind and trust the process.
It's good to see one of the all-time great South Adams fans up and making some noise. Jeremy Alberson, absolute South Adams fan. That would be a great thing to see. The most legendary fans in South Adams history. Jeremy Alberson's got to have at least a mention in that conversation. Probably the best return of the night for Oliver Whirling. Gets it out across the 30-yard line.
Stacked up there by Manny Juarez. First and 10 for Bellmont.
It is. Hey, I love that. Every year you get to see some old faces maybe you haven't seen in a while.
I was just looking there in the crowd. Good to see the people along the fence.
Down the fence row, yeah.
Yep.
Beautiful time of the year. Cool, crisp evenings. We're not sweating up here in the press box. We're feeling good, and Whirling was feeling pretty good on that run, one of his better runs of the evening.
Well, I think Hal Ringer just made maybe a touchdown-saving tackle because he was roaring through that hole, and there's no one there except for Hal. If Hal doesn't make it, he's still running.
Whirling 4 carries, just 1 yard tonight. Hasn't been easy for him. Braves go out of the I formation. They give it back to Whirling. Whirling falls forward for about a yard there. Still in the first quarter.
Unbelievable. Holy cow.
Hopefully South Adams can get it to that 35. That extra point potentially costly.
That doesn't start until after halftime.
I know.
So
you don't want to start the second half 34-0.
Right.
At 35, it's the running clock. Kudos to the IHSAA a few years back. Still thankful from a webcast perspective that they implemented that rule.
You know, the old school guy in me.
Put it right on him, but not able to get the head turned around in time was Omler.
A little miscommunication there, but yeah, that was a good play call. And
don't you dare throw shade on that rule, Jeffy.
Well, the old school guy in me didn't like it, but I love it now, even as a coach.
From the webcast perspective. Oh, and as a coach. Okay.
Right, yeah, last week we don't want to.
Right.
We don't want to still be playing.
Yeah, exactly.
And then if you're up, you also it's kind of awkward. You don't.
Right.
What do you do?
You're just thinking about how do we manage and massage the situation.
Right. I mean, you want your
to
kids
not humiliate your opponent, to not get your kids injured.
We always preach. I mean, go hard every play. And
end over end punt there. Almost got a foot on it there, did assistant coach Marcus Teeter.
Surprised you didn't.
Not a great one there, so South Adams will again have beautiful field position. Still 1:20 to play in the first quarter. How many series have the Starfires seen? This has got to be.
Well, we had a defensive touchdown, and all the other ones were offensive. We haven't punted, so.
Is this number 6?
This will be
6 series in the first quarter.
Yeah, I believe
that's too many. If you're Belmont, you wanted to limit some of those here, have a little more ball control, chew a little bit more clock. But that's the potential consequence of going to the spread offense. They've stopped the clock a lot more with the incomplete passes.
I mean, we've been victims of that ourselves.
Oh, absolutely. Titus looks downfield, tries to check it down to Jax, just off the hands. Falls incomplete.
I think Jax might have heard some footsteps there. Coming across the middle.
Dangerous territory there. I always think old school throwback name, guy who loved to go across the middle, wasn't afraid. Troy Aikman used to throw him the ball throughout the 90s. Michael Irvin used to love to go across the middle, take the hit, big physical wide receiver. Didn't really like the Cowboys, but you know what? Now it's childhood. Now it's the 90s. I can look back fondly on that.
I respect him now as a commentator.
Layman goes deep, has his man McCain inside the 20. That looks like a face mask. There goes the flag. So a big pass completion. They're going to tack on some yards. It's going to be half the distance to the goal line after that face mask. Is it that, or is that just a 5-yarder? That's another one that I. Do they have both? Do they have both varieties anymore?
I don't believe they do.
Yards?
But once again, I'm not 100% positive, but I think it's all 15 yards.
Oh, all 15 yards. Okay, so it's going to be half the distance. That's kind of what I was thinking off the bat.
It all depends if the head gets spun around and all that.
He got yanked on pretty hard.
It's a personal foul one, so it's a 15-yarder. I don't know. I'll probably hear it tonight at Coach Mosier's. I need to know that, but.
Ball we move down to the 6. It's first and goal for the Starfires.
South Adams knocking on the door again of another score, and again, this is a big one. This is a big one from our perspective. This could lead to the running clock in the second half. We're still 1 minute plus in the first quarter. Look at Patterson bouncing off a couple of would-be tacklers and in for another score.
A little train whistle now going on. You hear that?
I do.
A train whistle now for the Starfires.
Little innovation here. 45 minutes into this contest on the clock. Not on the game clock, but on the world clock. 7:45 p.m. Game starts at 7. We're still in the first quarter. 59 seconds to play. Turnovers, touchdowns. Uh-oh. Snap not able to be handled there. A little desperation move right there from Jack Swanner to get rid of it. Try to make something out of nothing. But nothing it is. It'll be 40-0. The Starfires will have to settle for 40-0 here at this point. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Be back after this.
Since opening Miller Land Surveying in 2005, we've grown to not only service Adams County, but the entire Northeast Indiana region. Business growth has led us to expand with additional field crews, advanced technology, locations in both Monroe and Fort Wayne. Miller Land Surveying partners with various clients to aid in residential and commercial real estate transactions, development of schools, industrial parks, subdivisions, various commercial development projects, and more. At Miller Land Surveying, precision and professionalism is where we draw the line.
And we're back here at Starfire Field, still in the Graber Insurance first quarter. Call Mark, Toby, Barb, or Kyle for a free quote today. Graber Insurance, your hometown agency. As Manny Juarez looks to tee it up again here for South Adams. He's been a busy guy here in the early going. A lot of action for number 7. Big rivalry game up in northern Indiana. I know our old colleague Kyle White loved when I'd mention a little Penn High School. Mishawaka, the Cavemen, on top of Penn right now. Long-time rivalry game there. Whirling catches it on the run here. Able to break one. Looking to get the 30-yard line, and look at him power through. Admirable job there by Whirling. Adds another 3 yards to the total there. And the Braves will have it at their own 33-yard line.
You know what? Whirling's got one of the old neck roll things there, doesn't he?
Is that old school?
Old school.
It looks pretty old
plate.
School.
I'm
telling you, I like a kick returner with a neck roll.
Yeah.
I mean, goodness. But if you do that, you got to just run almost like 100 miles per hour, like you're going through. No dancing allowed. I think.
Whirling. I haven't seen him dancing.
No dance.
No, I haven't seen him dancing yet.
So he's doing it proud, huh? Doing the 90s neck roll proud. Bluffton still on top of Manchester by a score of 7-0. No change in the Leo Angola score. That's a 7-6 Leo. No, 14-6 now. Leo on top of Angola. Northside has regained the lead over New Haven in a SAC versus NE8 matchup. Lit, did you get in on the pick'em this year? I don't think you did. Come on. It's more fun when we're all involved, and I get to win and talk a little smack every week. Seth's back in the game. He had to lick his wounds for a year there or so, but brave enough. Showed some courage this year. Got back into the game.
Do we know who's in the bottom of the pack, like the entire pack right now?
You are close.
It's actually it is me actually. It is I.
Appreciate the self-deprecation there, Jeff. Yeah, you did not have a very good opening week, but hey,
it's opening week. No one knows.
Opening week.
You just don't know.
You just got to make some guesses. Yeah. And that's basically what I did. I told everybody, I was honest. I took a look at Troy Bomber. Year after year, Troy Bomber is perennially a powerhouse when it comes to he's always in the top 10 at the very least. So looked at him, look at Marcus Teeter, and between them, that's how I got mine. Had a good solid 10-4 week. Hey, that's the end of the first quarter. Finally, 40-0 Starfires. We'll be back after this.
Do you know all of the services provided at Decatur Hardware and Rental? We're a U-Haul dealer. We fill grill tanks, test pool water, custom mix paint, cut keys, ship UPS packages, cut glass, rent tents, tables, and chairs, a trencher, skid loader, tractor, sod cutter, scaffolding, and so many more items. Hardware, plumbing, electrical, or paint. Decatur Hardware and Rental can make your project much easier to complete. Decatur Hardware and Rental, across from the Bungie plant, do it best.
Mitchell Enterprises Corporation is a trucking and feed sales company located in Bluffton, Indiana.
Owner Luke Bright is a lifetime resident of Adams County and proudly sells a variety of show feeds and supplements. Sunglow and Linder show feeds are the most popular among other supplements and livestock care that they stock daily. Mitchell Enterprises would be happy to help with any of your feed needs and are always looking to hire CDL drivers in the area. Contact Luke and his team at 260-353-1050 or check them out at mitchellenterprises.com.
And we're back, set to begin the Financial Partners FCU second quarter. Our servant-minded hallmarks of service are care, comfort, and convenience. Find out more about our very competitively priced auto loan rates and CDs as high as 4% APY for 12 months by visiting us online at financialpartnersfcu.org or by contacting CEO Dave Shuey at 632-4245 extension 214. Financial Partners FCU, your place for servant-minded banking for over 60 years. We got old Trev down there, man, in the T-shirt cannon this year, Trev Sprunger.
He's handling that thing well. Nice job, Trevor.
Your old Ball State buddy right there.
No. Muncie buddy.
Oh, no.
He was going to Ivy Tech there. So we got an apartment together, but good old Trevor Sprunger and Paul Bullock there at the Randy Court Apartments, I believe.
The good old days.
Man, that was 20 years ago almost. That's unbelievable.
Getting old. Well, it'll be, it looks like 3rd and 10 now for Bellmont. Is it 3rd and 5th? Looks like a little over 10. Froat steps up, looks downfield. Oh, just beyond the extended arm of his intended receiver. Looking for Omler. Just floated a little bit too high, and Bellmont will have to kick it away. So there's a little speculation going on down there that they might.
But yeah, it's
saw some talk going on in the field. I'm curious what the AD was involved in.
The officials
were doing some speculating up here, but
and Grant down there, we were wondering if there's going to be a running clock quicker than what, which can happen. I mean,
we've seen it before.
Yeah, we have.
End over end, and this one again sails out of bounds. Just having a hard time kicking that one anywhere near the direction of Will Patterson. We'll see where they mark this one off. They're going to walk it off down to the 45.
Is out of bounds at the Bellmont.
These situations, I think as a coach, you kind of want to, there's no pressure now, so maybe work on a couple things that you still want to hone in on. I mean, if it doesn't work right now, okay, but get some live game action.
Yeah, good opportunity here to maybe lean on the offensive front, choose some clock, get some chunk yardage, and ball control.
What are some weaknesses of your team? And right now is an opportunity to work on that because you don't want your weaknesses to harm you down in October.
Give this to Somerset. Somerset gets the corner, turns it, has first down yardage, forced out of bounds at the 27-yard line. So a big chunk gain there from West Somerset.
Heads up play from Derek McCain there. Had an opportunity to lay some wood on somebody, and he led with the hands. It's going to be could have been a blindside block, but he did a great job leading with the hands. The block still served its purpose, but it wasn't the decleater that would make the crowd go ooh and all, but it's also going to cause that yellow hanky to come out. So good heads-up play from Derek there.
Give up the middle is to, was it Minger?
Yes, it was.
Minger wrestling his way forward, trying to bulldog his way in there for a short minimal gain there.
Yeah, he's limping a little bit. That's what you don't want to see after being up right now.
It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Adams Central on top of Eastside now 14-7. That's a second quarter score. Blazers hanging tight up there in Butler.
I had that update earlier, but I didn't know if you just
if you had ignored me again. You were a little gun shy after the first one.
It'll be interesting. I mean, Adams Central struggled with Garrett last week, but, I mean, Garrett's a great team. So, Eastside, that surprised me. Like I said, that Eastside score against Woodland.
Warner on the jet sweep. He's swallowed, nowhere to go. Going to be a loss on the play, but there was a flag thrown on the far sideline.
I think South Adams fans need to be a little more interested in Eastside now. That sounds like next year, until further notice, it's going to be our Week 1 game.
Is that right?
Yeah, Eastside here, and
I like
we'll
that.
be traveling to Butler. It's
pretty good opener, I think.
Blue collar boys up there, they work hard. It's one thing. I got some family up there now, and it's a culture that I think our boys need to play against. Just the way they work, the way they. I mean, they're going to come at you every single play. That's something that Coach Mosier talks about often when he plays them in the Saturday morning show that they do, is how hard they work every single play.
2 on the left, 2 on the right. Now McCain comes in motion, and the give is to Patterson, but he's going to be swallowed up. Nowhere to go. Bellmont stiffening here on the series as they're going to force a 4th down and long.
So what do you do here if you're coach? I mean, you could punt it, but we just don't punt here. And punting would be the quote-unquote, a lot of people think the sportsmanship thing to do here, but
we don't punt
we don't
here,
do it. That's not
and
what
we
do.
don't punt almost period. It's a rare thing. Yeah, so I'm with you completely. This is a situation where most people would say, what are they doing? Punt it away. But it's tough. You're on the opponent 30-yard line. You can pooch it a little bit. But South Adams going to go for it. Trips to the right. Titus has a man. They're going to throw it to the end zone, and it's West Somerset. And rather than punt it away, it's 6 more on the scoreboard for South Adams. 46-0.
For the touchdown.
And again, that's what you and I were kind of alluding to. These games get a little awkward.
Yeah,
and you start having those types of conversations rather than just playing the game of football. And I like that coach is still playing the game of football. It's 9:58 to go in the second quarter. You can't worry about that too much.
Yeah, we always had, back in 2020 when we were doing these to a lot of teams, we're like, hey, it's the first half. We got to continue to fight, to compete.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, and if you're not, it's a wasted week.
Right.
You got to have a Friday where you're getting some reps in for your guys, some game-style reps, where you're not going up against the second-team defense of your own squad.
Mm-hmm. And I remember people talking about, Adams Central last couple of years. They got their boys in there still, and the game's lopsided. But, hey, they got trophies to play for.
That's right.
They want to get better and better, and I never thought that, even when they were playing us, and it kind of got lopsided. I understood because we've been in their shoes.
Kick is up.
Oh.
Little doink off the left upright, and it's going to fall no good. 46-0 our score. You're watching South of Starfire football here on Witness Media.
If you're looking for new flooring, Cannon Carpet has been locally owned and family operated for over 50 years. Owners Mike and Ella Clifton, along with their amazing staff, take great pride in serving you. Check out our showroom for a variety of manufacturers and distributors consisting of carpet, hardwood, ceramic, laminate, vinyl, LVT, and area rugs. Cannon Carpet is the only Mohawk Floorscapes dealer in the Fort Wayne area. So give us a call at 260-639-3591 and come see the experts in flooring at 12108 US 27 South, or check us out on Facebook.
And we're back. Financial Partners FCU second quarter. Got an update on the Woodland Central Noble score. 6-0 Warriors, and you've got one as well. Go ahead, Jeffy.
Well, it appears that Eastside tied it up 14-14.
Wow. Ball
Going
game.
into halftime at Butler.
NE8 looking to spring a little bit of an upset. How about this? East Noble on top of Fort Wayne Snyder. 7-0 first quarter.
Interesting.
I took Snyder.
I did too. Dadgummit. That's the last minute. That's a game time decision for me too.
Booted deep, caught by Whirling inside his own 15. Look at Whirling. There he goes.
Dancing. He's
no
not
dance.
Dancing. He's wearing.
He's doing the neck roll proud.
He definitely is.
Out to the 40. Got a matchup of 6A powers going down right now. I don't know if Cathedral's a 6A power, but they're 6A power level, and I think their success factor might have brought them up to 6A. But it's 22-0. Brownsburg on top of Cathedral right now. You got to check on that. What do you think? Is Cathedral 6A? Cathedral's not 6A.
Nope.
Cathedral is 5A. Number 2 in 5A going up against number 1 in 6A. And 6A having its way. 22-0. Whirling.
Whirling the ball.
Churning.
The middle.
Flag on the play. Gotta think maybe a face mask in that where it was thrown. It was thrown as the tackle was being made.
In on the stop.
What do you think?
Face mask or a hold? My prediction.
I didn't see it. Not sure what it was.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I didn't see it either. Looks like it's coming. It looks like it is a face mask. Yep.
Penalty goes against the Starfires for a face mask. Penalty moved the ball across midfield to the Starfires.
Tell you what, when's the last time? August 29th. We got a cool, crisp breeze.
See some fans putting on the jacket right now.
There's been times this week. I remember week 3, we were playing at Bluffton.
Oh, just sweat.
And they delayed the game an hour because the on-field temperature was so high.
Tell you what, I'm thankful. I'm thankful for it.
Yeah, the older I get, the more I appreciate this type of weather.
Especially down on that artificial turf down there. If this were a 85-degree, 90-degree type of swelter, that field surface gets hotter than that.
Mm-hmm.
Second down and 9 for Bellmont.
Got to worry about cramping, got to worry about staying hydrated. Not tonight. Absolutely perfect. Gentle breeze. Braves have it across midfield here. Give again, I believe, to Whirl. Nope, it's going to be, is it Omler?
Up the middle go the Braves.
Yes, Omler. Gain of about 2 there on second down.
By a group of Starfires about the 47. It'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Braves haven't spent too much time in Starfire territory here in the first half. We'll see if they can make something of it.
I want South Adams fans to keep an eye on number 70 there, playing nose, Joshua Mickham. He's a kid that's been giving our starters, he's a scout team guy, and he's been giving our starters fits. Got double team there, and he still fights. Kid just fights.
Yeah, he's a motor guy.
Yeah.
And he's one of those undersized guys with a motor that you can put on the interior of that defensive line that can just go cause havoc for some big, slower offensive line.
Right, and he just doesn't stop. He doesn't stop at his feet, doesn't stop his hands, and I think that's key to D lineman is you got to have active feet, active hands, nonstop. And that's what's going to help you as a D lineman. You're going to frustrate a lot of offensive linemen doing that.
I'm not sure South Adams has 11 guys on the field. Count them up here, Jeffy.
Pass is incomplete.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah.
Kind of 10.
Saw a lot of guys come off. I didn't think I saw enough guys on the field. However, Bellmont not able to capitalize on that little mental mistake there from South Adams. And the Starfires will have it on the turnover on downs.
South Adams sprinkling in some backups here. As of earlier today, South Adams did not have a JV game tomorrow. Bellmont not able to field enough for a JV game, so the game got canceled. Now, I know Coach was looking for somebody, so I'm not sure if he did, but the way he's sprinkling in some of these younger guys in the second quarter tells me that we might not have to worry about the quarters. And people that may not know that, you can only play so many quarters a week. That way you can't have a player playing 4 quarters of JV, 4 quarters of varsity.
Toss. I got to believe that's Sty Pyle right there. Had a big JV game last week, did Sty.
Big time up at Concordia, yeah.
Taken down and played by Mason White.
I think he had, 3 touchdowns?
That's right.
Over 100 yards.
7-yard line.
Young man full of potential.
It'll make it 2nd and 7.
Got the physique for the position that he plays. Kid's ripped. He looks like a running back and runs like one, too. And he's lined up behind the senior quarterback, Titus Lehman, out there right now. And that time might have been in a little bit of hurry. Forgot to go grab the football there.
Well, there's no one more upset of that right now than him. He
recover his own fumble. And it's now 3rd.
Got high expectations of himself. So he's going to kind of let that fester a little bit. Hopefully he gets another opportunity here and forget about it.
It'll be 3rd and long now for South Adams at their own 46-yard line. At time ticking here, just 5 seconds on the play clock. Just able to get it off. They give to Patterson. Patterson across the line of scrimmage, across midfield. First down yardage before finally being brought down at the Bellmont 45-yard line.
45-yard line of the Braves.
Northside still on top of New Haven, 19-10. Eastbrook all over Concordia, 27-7. Wonder if Eastbrook's back. They had a big win last week over Huntington North. Been down a few years for them. Going up north with their schedule here. That's kind of a unique look for Eastbrook.
Well, Coach Adamson, they still have the same tradition they've always had. I think might have just had a string there for a little bit where they might have been a little down.
But, I mean, I tell you what, for a good, 15-year period,
Yeah,
they were number 1 in Class 2A, it seemed like, every year. Look at Sty. You see the potential.
Sty Pyle around the right
The physical ability. Oh, man.
About the 27, but there is a penalty flag on the play.
Let's see if we can find it here.
I don't know.
Looked like maybe initially on Whirling, potentially. If it was early on, was it back near the line of scrimmage? Is that where they threw the flag?
They called it later on.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I remember I did see we got away with that hold. Maybe they had a hard time getting the hanky out.
Was it a receiver potentially?
Might have been there on Jax. But I thought Worley got held too. So, I mean.
Yeah, I thought maybe possibly right at the beginning, like you said, on Whirling.
But the flag didn't come out then, so it must have been on Jax.
5:14 to play. Financial Partners FCU second quarter. All South Adams all the time here. A rare negative play after the penalty. That one's on the ground, broken. Now on the ground again. We'll see if the Braves are able to come up with it. And that's also the potential in a game like this, is to get a little sloppy. We hadn't really seen it until this series. Bellmont comes out of the pile with it, and they've got the football.
And it is recovered by the Braves.
Kind of amazing, no real reaction. A slow reaction there. The Braves crowd gives them a round of applause. And Bellmont with a chance here, just under 5 minutes to play in the first half, to maybe put some points on the scoreboard.
You know, again, it's 46-0, but, turnovers is one thing that's going to kill any chance of winning a game. You got to win the turnover battle. And the snaps is one thing that we've been really harping on, and it just happened there. So you better believe that's going to be addressed appropriately on Monday, maybe even at halftime here. That's been a focus we've had quite a bit here the last couple weeks.
Whirling the ball carrier.
Whirling's starting to get a little momentum here, starting to get a little feel for the game. Didn't have much going in the first half.
Gavin Herring in on the stop.
See what he's up to now. Ooh, we just got a Mike Allstott reference from our resident Boilermaker
I think
fan.
that's a great. I think that is a
neck roll, number 40
comparison there. He looks a lot like it. Yeah.
Now, that was a big fella. He didn't mind lowering the lumber, but for a big guy with a neck roll, he could dance a little bit. He had some nimble feet. But you're right. It's good to see neck roll and number 40.
He played for what? He played Tampa Bay. Is that was he a Buck?
Buccaneer, absolutely.
Where'd he go to school?
Okay. Talking high school?
No, college.
Boilermaker.
Where's that? Who's
Okay.
My team's successful for 1 year, and I get kind of
Yeah, that's right. Hey.
We'll see what happens tomorrow then, I guess. It's powerhouse Old Dominion.
Ooh, nice throw there by Farote. Enough for a first down there. Oh, late flag. Hopefully that's not against South Adams after the play.
Speaking of Old Dominion, a little South Adams connection, somewhat. Kind of the 6 degrees of connection to Berne or whatever you want to say.
Old Dominion.
Associate AD just retired in May. Father of
Papa Brown?
Former head basketball coach Andy Brown. Just retired in May. I was talking to Andy about that a couple weeks ago.
Man, I really didn't. I'm looking at this play over here. Manny wrestled him down late.
It might have been something that was
said.
said.
Yeah, it could have been.
It was probably some language or something.
Penalty goes against the Starfires, a personal foul penalty.
That's going to be addressed as well.
Personal foul against South Adams. So, again, we've seen some sloppy play here of late. We've seen some sloppy extracurricular penalty here. Some undisciplined stuff rearing its ugly head here late in the first half. We'll see if Bellmont can capitalize. They need to get something going. I like it. Just keep giving the ball to big number 40.
And this undisciplined stuff's a big deal. I mean, you're going to do it now when it's 4-6-0 and things are easy. What are you going to do when things get tough, you know? So you don't want to see that. So, again, that's going to be addressed not only on Monday at practice, but I'm sure at halftime. But there's some automatics with discipline. We have extra conditioning called Brutus. Personal foul is one of them. Not sure who that was on, but I'm guessing somebody said something.
Timeout.
Got a timeout. Braves going to take one here. We're going to do the same. We'll be back after a word.
Freedom Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Bluffton is where power meets adventure. From Ram trucks built to work to Chryslers built for your family and Jeeps built to explore, we've got it all. Freedom Chrysler Dodge Jeep. Your road starts here.
Come see us at Gia & Co Boutique in Berne, Indiana. We offer women's clothing with inclusive sizing, accessories, and more. We are open in store Tuesday through Saturday with new arrivals every week. Or you can always shop with us online at www.giaandcoboutique.com. Make sure to follow us on all of our socials to keep up with all things Gia. Our team cannot wait to see you in store soon to help with all your fashion wants and needs.
And we're back. Bellmont threatening 2nd and 3 from the 12. 3:08 to play. Financial Partners FCU second quarter.
Okay, now challenge here. You got to keep them out of the end zone. Take some pride. Coach Steiner, told them we can't let him score. He's stuffed.
Absolutely. Nice. Ran into a brick wall right there.
If there's a defensive coordinator out there that takes pride in the shutout, it's Coach Scott Steiner. It could be a 60-0 blowout. If there's a score given up there in the fourth quarter,
there he is, our resident Indiana high school football expert, Troy Baumer, weighing in tonight. Good to hear from our old colleague. He's got some score updates for us. Southern Wells on top early. 12-8 over Blackhawk Christian. Farote looking for the end zone. Oh, going to be picked off. Manny Juarez. Bellmont threatens, but South Adams takes it away there. That's a tough one. At this point, hey, we're Starfire fans up here, but you're rooting for Bellmont to get something going. It's just, I can't imagine how tough that would be on a weekly basis.
I mean, as a coach, you create relationships too, and I know Coach Hall and Coach Mosier are good friends, and Coach Hall's been picking the brain of Coach Mosier, how to get a program started. I mean, if you remember, Coach Mosier started, we got his first year. We had 13 eligible kids there at first day of 2 days, and he's developed something here. So maybe you just want to see some success just for good guys. Coach Hall's one of the good ones.
Got another update from Mr. Bomber. Heritage up 7. Remember, they're taking on Delta right now. Kind of a schedule upgrade, I would think, for the Patriots. Oh, now Patterson puts it on the turf. South Adams going to be able to recover that one. Good awareness there. That was Plattner able to jump on it.
Recovery by Plattner at the 23.
Clock continues to run. Under 2 minutes now.
Good to see Dakota Miller playing guard. That's a position that he's just kind of been stuck in there the last week or so. South Adams trying a little bit something new, and he's already found himself some varsity time.
How about Woodland halftime score? Interesting score, 11-0 over Central Noble. Able to get it to Minger. Minger breaks one, but he's swallowed up by a host of Bellmont defenders there before he's able to go anywhere else.
Now, this is sloppy, and you don't want to see sloppy football anytime, whether you're up 46 or down 46. So this is something you want to get shored up because there's going to be times when you got to have your running game going. And want to see a better effort, better execution there in the running game right now.
Litweiler comes on the field with the play. South Adams would like to be able to move the sticks one more time. Pitch to Minger. Minger again, just nowhere to go. Bellmont not able to narrow the gap at all, but they've played much more sound football here towards the end of the first half.
Well, that was a sweep, and we have two pullers there. And it looked like our pullers just ran right by the outside backer there, and the outside backer is the one that made a play. So got to have your head on the swivel when you're pulling. Look inside. You come around that edge, you got to look inside because the linebackers are coming. That's generally here you're going to be blocking.
Nice punt. Well done there by Patterson. Takes a great Starfire roll deep into Bellmont territory. And that'll do it. Jack Swanner leads him off the field. Oh, we've got a flag. He might have to come back.
Oh, goodness.
That reminded me of his old man right there. That was something the old man might have done back in the day.
Well, hey, Coach, he says you sprint. He wants to sprint, so he's doing exactly what he's told. So.
Oh, shoot.
What's the call?
Belmont's sticking around. South Adams thinking it's going to be enforced maybe to start the second half.
Well, I mean, okay, Coach just pointed at the coaches to go, too. So, do an untimed down at start of second half if we need to.
Yeah, right. And they're going to pull everybody off the field here. I wonder if we'll get a signal here. I just want to keep it here, see if we haven't always gotten a signal here this evening.
No, we're just not looking for it.
It's led to a grumpy Seth. I've heard grumpy Seth grumbling a little bit down there a few times tonight.
He's getting.
I've come to just expect it a little bit in week 2.
We got to get Dr. Bixler up here to check his eyes. Maybe it's his eyes.
Hey, it'll be 46-0 our score as we wrap up the Financial Partners FCU second quarter. Our servant-minded hallmarks of service, our care, comfort, and convenience. Find out more about our very competitively priced auto loan rates and CDs as high as 4% annual percentage rate for 12 months by visiting us online at www.financialpartnersfcu.org or by contacting CEO Dave Shuey at 632-4245, extension 214. Financial Partners FCU, your place for servant-minded banking for over 60 years. We'll take a quick break. We'll have some halftime stats when we return on the Berne Ready Mix halftime show. her first half stats and analysis and some score updates from around the area. You're watching South Adams Starfire football here on Witness Media.
Rooted in the community and backed by extensive experience, Adams Health is here to diagnose the most complex conditions with care and compassion. We offer specialty care in women's health, orthopedics, sports medicine, urology, gastroenterology, pulmonology, neurology, and more. With multiple locations in Adams County, you'll get the care you need close to home. We see new patients quickly because your health shouldn't have to wait. Visit adamshospital.org to schedule today. Your health is our priority.
Are you in the market for a used vehicle, or are you looking for a rental van or trailer? CMA Truck and Auto provides a variety of vehicles in a variety of price ranges, and Swiss City Vans offers rental services for a range of equipment. We invite you to visit us in person at the south edge of Berne on US 27, or to visit us online at cmatruckandauto.com, where you can sort our inventory by price range. You can also visit our Facebook page, where we keep in touch with our customers and promote giveaways. Enjoy the vehicle buying process without hidden fees or high-pressure sales at CMA.
Krukeberg Auction and Realty of Decatur is dedicated to providing you with a grand auction experience. Their stellar team has over 100 years of combined listing and sales experience, specializing in auctioning homes, personal property, land, farms, equipment, antiques, and business liquidations. Licensed in Indiana and Ohio, call Krukeberg Auction and Realty at 724-7402 or stop by 1030 South 13th Street in Decatur. Make the best choice by making Krukeberg Auction and Realty your first choice for a grand auction and realty experience.
For nearly 70 years, Baumgartner attorneys have provided dependable legal services to you, your parents, and your grandparents.
With both Dave and Nick Baumgartner providing legal services, you can be assured that we'll be here for generations to come. Whether your legal needs include estate planning, estate settlements, real estate, corporations, LLCs, or personal injury, we're here to serve you.
So come and visit us in Berne or call 589-3139. Baumgartner Attorneys, legal services for you and your family.
We plan for everything, always looking ahead to successfully navigate the ups and downs that life brings our way. So why is planning your funeral pushed to the back of the list? The answer to that question is different for everyone, but the staff at Haggard, Hershey, and Zelt want you to know that this process is easy, stress-free, and is a wonderful gift that you can give your family. Pre-plan today. Give us a call at 260-724-7167 to set up an appointment.
Ms. Lehman Realtors and Auctioneers have been serving this great community since 1960.
We are here to help you through all stages of life.
From commercial properties
to auctions
to farmland and equipment
and owning your first home.
We have the expertise and experience you can count on.
Visit us in person or online at mslehman.com.
Did you just see that?
What? I didn't see anything.
I can't believe my eyes.
You should know what you're looking at.
And we're here to help you. Come see Dr. Lehman
or Dr. Bixler
or Dr. Baum
at Lehman and Bixler Optometrists World Headquarters, Berne, Indiana.
They helped us, and they can probably help you.
Trust your visit to Lehman and Bixler Optometrists.
Good call, Ref.
When I wear Betsy's clothes, I feel confident. I feel like everything is very flattering. It's stylish, but yet modest. Her actual brand, those are my favorite clothes. Betsy stands out because her prices stay consistent. I like that she keeps her prices affordable, but I also like that it's trendy stuff too. So if you have an event coming up, you can always find something fun, something colorful, something different that not everybody else is gonna have.
M&M Market on the north side of Geneva has established a sterling reputation for the food they provide. Over 150 flavors of bratwurst, a wide selection of marinated chicken and pork chops, meat and cheese trays, and a 40-foot meat and deli case full of fresh-cut meats, cut daily. Come and schedule a special event meal for any budget on your next visit. Be sure to check our Facebook page for store hours and in-store specials.
Berne Radio's halftime show. Welcome back from new homes and backyard projects to factories and farms. We offer experience and service you can count on. Visit us at 155 East Buckeye Street in Berne or online at BerneReadyMix.com. 46-0 our score after one half of play. All South Adams, 40 points in that first quarter. 10 first downs for the Starfires, just 4 for Bellmont. 226 yards of total offense, just 65 for the Braves. 150 of that through the air for South Adams as opposed to 43 passing yards for Rote and the Braves. 76 rushing yards for South Adams, doing a good job of maintaining some balance here in the first half. 22 rushing yards for the Braves, and they've had to do that in the face of quite a few negative plays. 5 turnovers in the first half for Bellmont. Just able to control the ball for only just under 14 minutes. South Adams had it for over 22. So South Adams, I mean, it just couldn't have been any better of a first half. Getting to feel a little bit better about yourself, getting the memories of last week's drubbing at Marion Local out of your mind. It's been all South Adams in the first half.
There's no better way to get that sour memory out of your mind than this outcome right here. But again, I think you don't want to get sloppy. You don't want to get to the point where you're just kind of overconfident and you're not focusing on getting better. I mean, we talk about that quite a bit. Maybe I don't want to say too much because it's all about getting better and playing for the end of the season. Because the other team, whenever a lot of times, like Bellmont right now might be playing, kind of lethargic or whatever, you still do things the right way. You still want to do things the way you want to do things, or the way you want to do things in October to win those sectional and regional trophies. So that's got to be what Coach is talking about right now. Again, just continue doing what we do, play South Adams football.
Yeah.
And continue trying to get better for next week. We got an opponent coming next week that we've had a hard time against here the last couple years, and you want to continue getting better to play them. So yeah. But obviously, we're going to get some of the 2s and 3s in and get them some experience as well. Because you might need them later on in the year, and you're definitely going to need them in a couple of years. So, good opportunity still for the South Adams Starfires the second half, despite the lopsided score being up 46-0.
Well, for me, it's an old coaching cliche that I like to use, but it's rooted in what I've heard Michael Jordan talk about. I've heard Michael Jordan's teammates talk about it historically. Compete like it's 0-0. Michael Jordan, they asked, I remember hearing B.J. Armstrong, did Michael really not know the score of the game? And he's like, I don't know exactly if that's true, but I know that if he was asked or people talked about what the score, it was, hey, it's 0-0. That's the way that Michael Jordan was able to compete. To me, that takes mental toughness. You're not thinking about the end result. You're thinking about that process that we keep talking about. It's about winning every single rep. It's about winning every single possession that you have. It's not getting too far ahead of yourself. When you start thinking about 46-0, what do you do automatically? You take your foot off the gas pedal. You start getting a little bit lazy. You start getting a little bit sloppy.
Yeah.
That's the psychological tough part about football that probably not everybody thinks about. People look at the scoreboard. People look at the wins and losses. But there's a lot more in between. If you're trying to build a championship-level program, it's that level of focus. It's that attention to detail every single snap and trying to win and perfect every single snap. It's not just about the big end result.
Well, what's your goal? Your goal is to win at the end of the year. So one thing that I heard a couple times this past week when a kid wasn't giving good effort, hey, is that effort going to win sectional? Is that kind of effort going to win your regional? Is that kind of effort going to win those big games or the tight games in the fourth quarter? And if the answer is no, then fix it, or we're going to find somebody who wants to put forth that effort because, that's got to be the attitude. You can't I mean, yeah, we practice all week for Bellmont, but you're also practicing all week for the end result. And that I'm going to harp on that all year because I think that's exactly what helped us win sectional last year was that Heritage game last year. I mean, that was an ugly game for South Adams, but I think South Adams was able to use that game and that Woodland game. That was a very ugly game for South Adams. Use those and worry about the process and continue working towards the end result. And that is what helped South Adams come back against Tri there in that second half and then upset Madison Grant as well. So. But hey, we're in 2025 right now. We're looking forward, not back, and so you want to look forward to what's coming up, and that's the way you ought to be working.
Well, and to me, that's the valuable thing about playing a team like Marion Local. I think that was the thing that was clearly on display last week. Was that's a program that's not taking any snaps off. That's a program that pays attention to detail. You could just tell. I had somebody come up to me after the game and say, you know what, they're up 35-0 at halftime, and coach is talking to them before they're heading out on the field. They're on the side, and every single one of the players is looking coach dead in the eye. There's no goofing around. There's no laughing. There's no joking. There's nothing but we're going to go out there and execute to start the second half. And that's remarkable. That doesn't happen everywhere. No. That's why Marion Locals won 65 straight games. Yeah, but I think if there's any value in going over there, again, if you're just somebody who looks at the scoreboard and sees 56-0 or whatever it was last week, you're thinking, what was the point of that? Man, we just got our butts kicked. Well, the point of it was you got to see how an elite program does things. Yeah, a program that's on a different level than almost any program that we've seen. And hopefully it's somewhere that we want to get, but I tell you what, it takes a level of toughness and it takes a level of discipline and it takes a commitment to the process that's really unheard of.
I heard a lot of from a lot of my old college mates. I went to Bluffton College for 1 year over in Ohio, and a lot of those the football players I played with at Bluffton, I haven't heard from in 15 years. Heard that we played Marion Local, so they contacted me. Like, what in the world did you guys do to your AD to schedule Marion Local? I said, and I'm like, it wasn't our AD's decision. What happened was we had that opportunity. We had an opening. We were desperate for an opponent, but we had an opening because we were dropped late in the year by Sheridan. And Marion Local was open, and they contacted Grant or Coach Mosier, and Coach Mosier thought about it, contacted a few other coaches. Linton Stockton, who played AC in the championship game last year, played Marion Local, got drubbed last year in game one. And Linton Stockton's coach said, if you're looking to win the game, if you're looking for a W, don't play them. If you're looking to figure out what your team needs to get better at, then it's a perfect opponent. And Coach said that's all I needed to hear, and that's why we ended up scheduling him. Again, I think the film session we had on Monday after that game was phenomenal. It wasn't fun for a lot of our players, but I think ultimately it might pay dividends down the road. I'm hoping it does because we learned a lot about ourselves, and every single player learned a lot about them and the kind of effort and the kind of mentality and the kind of paying attention to detail that you got to have to win big games and to become that type of program.
Well, another thing, don't want to just hype it up too much, but again, from our perspective up in the booth, the fans were locked in too. The fans didn't seem like they were taking it for granted or being overconfident, or there was no arrogance there. There was just a strict attention to detail. Like we said, even tonight, 46-0, how easy is it to lose focus and be like, okay, here we go again with Bellmont and maybe lead to mistakes? They were not – there was no boredom with even though the game was in hand, they were continuing to execute at an extremely high level. And again, that is a championship level team. That's not a hey, we're going to win one championship. We hope to win. We hope to win the championship in the state of Ohio, year in, year out. They've won what? 5 straight?
5 in a row, I believe. Yeah, and that right there is why I'm pretty certain there at halftime, Coach was talking about that last couple drives on offense and how ugly it was, because that is not championship football, and that type of football is not going to win us there at the end of the year. So I'm certain that was brought up, and I'm certain that that's going to be a focus this second half of, are we paying attention to detail? Are we coming every single play, paying attention to what we have to do individually and as a unit to be successful? That play that quarter, this half, in this game.
I'm with you. That's how do you go about convincing teenagers? That's what makes what Marion Local's done. How do you convince teenagers? How do you convince? Because you start holding kids to that sort of a standard. How do you buy in? How do you get kids that are like, okay, yes, I will. Yes, I will go to that level, that unheard of level that nobody is doing. And then you got to have the community support to back that up as well. And holy cow, it really was a pretty phenomenal thing to behold last week at Marion Local.
Said it. I think it's not only with the kid, you got to have that kid, but you got to have this community support and the buy-in from the community to understand that hey, it's going to be a lot of high expectations held over your child or these students, these guys, and
then you got to have the coaches that are paying attention to detail that much. Because how easy is it to have and I know this. You have a 90% rep. You're in practice, you're going through your plays, and it looks about 90%, A- level. How easy is it to say, all right, let's move on?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
And if you harp on that last 10%, man, that's hard on your coaches. That's hard on the players. That's just tough.
It wears you out. It does wear you out. So
and that's why being that level of a champion is just not for everybody.
You got to persevere through that,
I love it.
You can't have just good enough. It can't. That's good enough. No, that good enough is not going to win. Good is, we hear it a lot. Good is the enemy of great.
Yep.
Right. So good enough is not going to win you the championships. Got to be great. Got to be great.
And that's the lesson that I think you take away. I think we just hit the nail on the head of what was the value of playing Marion Local last week. That was it. You saw it up close in your face. It was tough to swallow there on the Friday night, but on this end of it, hopefully it pays dividends for South Adams and the South Adams community going to Marion Local, and what a culture they had there. You had, after the game, you had people in the houses, in the garages.
That was fun to see.
Enjoying themselves, pregame, during the game, at halftime, postgame. The whole community was lit up around Marion Local football. 65 straight wins. It's no accident. It's what they do. It's what they do. So we're on the Berne Ready Mix halftime show. From new homes and backyard projects to factories and farms, we offer experience and service you can count on. Visit us at 155 East Buckeye Street in Berne or online at BerneReadyMix.com. Just under a minute showing on the CMA Truck and Auto scoreboard before we're back to action here in the second half. We'll have a running clock. 46-0 your score. South Adams on top of Bellmont here on Witness Media.
Any brand, any color. You break it, we'll fix it. Nussbaum Mechanical is located just north of Berne. Along with over 175 years of combined service in the field, Nussbaum Mechanical offers a wide range of rental equipment and attachments. If you're looking to upgrade your equipment or starting from scratch, whether it's new or used, they can help to find the right machine for you. Stop and see the full line of Gale and Manitou equipment with leasing and financing options available, along with a full line of Manitou parts and attachments. Call 260-589-3802 to find out what we have to offer.
Do you have sports injuries, knee pain, shoulder pain, headaches, arthritis pain, or just want to maintain a healthy lifestyle? Reynolds Chiropractic is the answer. Dr. Jade utilizes gentle, low-force, instrument-assisted, and hands-on adjusting. Dr. Jade treats patients of all ages, from birth to the very mature. Dr. Jade will help your injuries heal faster and help you live a more active and pain-free life. They offer BioFree, Sombra, pillows, back braces, and orthomolecular supplements. Dr. Jade is currently accepting new patients, so make your appointment today and visit Reynolds Chiropractic, where patient comfort and care are our first priority.
This is Ben Berman, your local State Farm insurance agent. As a Wells County resident for over a decade, my goal is to help my neighbors get the insurance coverage they need. I prioritize small town values like community, customer service, and lending a helping hand. Call for a quote, visit our office, or request an online quote today. From home, auto, renters, or life insurance, my team can help you protect what matters most.
Back here at Starfire Field, wrapping up the Berne Ready Mix halftime show. From new homes and backyard projects to factories and farms, we offer experience and service you can count on. Visit us at 155 East Buckeye Street in Berne or online at BerneReadyMix.com. Set to begin the Hobegger Ace third quarter as Bellmont will kick off to the Starfires. East Noble on top of Snyder, 13-7. And Adams Central, man, they are in a battle, fighting for their lives up there in Butler. They're down now, 20, what was it?
21-20.
21-20. Sty going to field this one, going back at his own 10. Look at him go. Bounces outside, across midfield. Finally brought down. The kid is electric. Absolutely electric. He's got some intangibles that you can't teach. And once he gets those fundamentals down, again, still new to this game of football, but he can do some things that you just can't teach.
Yeah, he's got great vision. He's got never played football in his life until last year. Literally the day he came to America, he goes to team camp with the team, starts learning football. Fun kid too. He's a joy to be around.
Energy. That's what I think when I think of number 22. And so the second string quarterback into the game now. It's Zayden Balmer. And he's going to keep it here, brought down rudely. Big loss there on first down.
Option there. The biggest block in our running game is typically the defensive tackle of the side that we're running. And that's the biggest block. And if we can't get him, if he gets any penetration there, it's going to mess up our running game. And I believe that's what happened there.
Fake the give. Bomber going to keep himself. Has a couple blockers out there. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. Original line of scrimmage. And maybe an extra yard there. So it'll make it a third and about 9.
Tell you what, I know Coach has a lot of jersey combinations, but I tend to think
is this the one? Is this the one for you?
This is the one. I mean, the old school classic, I think South Adams fans from the 90s are going to appreciate the gold pants, black tops. That's a classic. This is my favorite look right here.
Sty, look at the speed to the outside. Now the cutback and spin off tackle, able to fall forward for a minimal gain. And I got to think that's probably even going back to like the 70s, That's the classic look, right? Gold pants, black top.
Yeah, I think at one time they might have had white pants. I mean, everyone had white pants back in the day, but I know Coach for Coach Sorg at least, it was always gold pants, black tops. I'm sure Coach Bridge might have had that too. Somebody that knows might text me. I don't know.
Patterson punts it away. Gets some good air under it. Going to prevent any return.
That's a live ball, fellas.
It is.
I'm not sure.
Throw the flag here late. Have to see what all the hubbub is about here.
I don't know if South Adams knew that was a live ball. Some of the guys had an opportunity, I think, and let it go.
I'm curious to see what this looks like here, watching the replay here. Maybe just got too close there. That's what the punt returner thought. No
interference.
No halo. Yeah, a little interference. That's exactly where they threw the flag too. Got to give the returner a little bit of space to make the play. A lot of discussion about it. Good thing is the clock's rolling, so they can discuss all they want. And the clock's just going to continue to roll.
If it's a fair catch interference, it's extremely late call. But I think it'd be the right call.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Whistled against the Starfire. Ball now resting on the 43-yard line.
And so Bellmont will take over at their own 43. Yeah, that's pretty amazing. Seth just made a good point. We've had about 2 minutes off the clock. We're still not ready to snap the football.
Well, I think at this point, it's important. The officials want to make sure they get everything right. They're still, just like teams are trying to figure things out. Game 1, game 2. Officials, they're in the same boat. They got the right call. I think that's what's important, is the right call.
And the give is to the second man through. It's Whirling.
Whirling is the ball carrier up the middle.
Who did the lion's share of the ball carrying and was the lion's share of the offense there in the first half for the Braves.
46-yard line. It's a gain of 3. It'll bring up second.
Big game tomorrow at noon. College football kicks off in earnest tomorrow. Ohio State, Texas. Love it. Love a little high school on Friday night under the lights. Little college football game day tomorrow. Oh, nice play there in the secondary.
Titus
Loshi. Did a good job to time that, get that hand up right as the ball was coming in, knock it away. Coach Corso's final college football game day tomorrow. Might have to tune into that one.
It's the IU legend there too, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, that was a nice play there by Loshi. I'll be heading to West Lafayette tomorrow. Watch your alma mater go to work.
So where's that?
The start of the Barry Odom era. Ross-Ade Stadium, West Lafayette tomorrow.
That might be a good one. I hope it is.
I think it very well could be.
You want my?
Tell me about Ball State.
You want my sweatshirt?
I might have to rock that sweatshirt tomorrow. I've got more love for Ball. I spent a little more time on the Ball State campus than I did the Purdue campus back in the day.
I couldn't give you anything on Ball State right now. No. It's
who's the head coach? Can you tell me that?
Nope, I couldn't.
Well, that's Ball
State. It's
football.
probably appeared on my social media, and I just kept on scrolling.
As most do. Slant pass there, incomplete. And it'll be that'll be a turnover on downs.
It'll be a turnover on downs. And first and 10
and South Adams will have the football back.
From the Braves, 46.
About that, we're already down. This quarter's going to be an absolute fraction of what the first quarter was.
Man, got a game up at Butler. 21-26 now, Adams Central.
Those two have done some – they've had some pretty remarkable matchups over the years.
Absolutely, yeah.
They've had some great playoff matchups.
Mm-hmm.
I like that's a bit of a rivalry game there it's developed into. And Eastside wants some more, like you said. They want more Adams County in their world. South Adams will start off there next year. Sty tries to bounce outside. Look at the speed. Turns the corner. Now back upfield. Lost his hat there.
Well, he's got to come off the field now.
Ty Pyle on the carry around the right side. Taking down the play at about the 37-yard line.
How about Woodland? 18-0 over Central Noble. Looking to go to 1-1 on the year.
9-yard carry. Make it 2nd and 1.
See, I was thinking Woodland's going to be a good team this year, and the fact that Eastside did what they did, that's why
And now what they're doing with AC, I think Eastside might be a very good football team this year. Eastbrook, speaking of doing work, 34-7 over the Cadets of Concordia. Oh, nice pull there by Zayden Balmer. Who had the run there?
Colbert.
Okay.
Nolan Colbert.
He goes around the right
got the first down.
North Judson on top of LaVille, 21-7.
First down.
Penn on top of Mishawaka, 20-19. That's a barn burner up north. Madison Grant all over Southwood. Another potential sectional foe. That was a team that was ranked number 1 in 1A for a long time last year. Little dump off. Here's Stuypile. Look at him go. Another big chunk yardage play from Stuypile. Yeah, Madison Grant currently ranked number 5 in Class 1A. So Try, not even ranked. No love for Try here. Not even in the top 17.
What were we before last year or last week? Were we in the top 10?
Good question. Even? I'm not sure. I didn't even check the rankings.
Yeah,
Bluffton all over Manchester now, 38-6. Lomer brought down in the backfield. Loss of about 5.
Jason Likens makes the stop. Back at the 22-yard line.
Leo all over Angola, 21-6. Northside over New Haven, 22-10. Picks are going pretty well right now. Having a solid week, number 2.
So that Jake County Newcastle,
we haven't seen
really
that
in
one.
the first quarter?
It.
Or
did
is it
you
just
see
not
it?
Up top it said first quarter.
Where?
Right there. Right there.
There it is. Yeah,
top
just
of your
nobody.
screen.
They must have fallen asleep. They started the game, but never kept the score.
Well, I never understood who updates that. Is somebody
I could be right now signed in and updating the score. Yep.
Wrapped up by a host of Braves.
So, and I've done what whoever was keeping score did there before. Just totally spaced it and forgot about it. But I think I got to think somebody else could come in and override the system. Sheridan, who was supposed to be our Week 1 opponent this year, they're down 48-8. First year.
It's too bad.
First year without legendary coach Bud Wright.
Yeah, it's
and nobody's really talked about it. Really, kind of sad. Haven't heard a whole
just
lot about it.
A little strange how it went down.
Yeah, right.
You talk to one camp and
you hear one thing.
Yeah, you hear one thing.
Sad for a guy who was in the game for 50 years.
Right.
Absolute legend in the sport.
Colbert around the right side.
And really, I mean, we had a good relationship with him, and it was gonna be a fun little home battle there. Sheridan's gonna be here. It was supposed to be here last week, and then we there next year. And
4th and about 4.
I think Bud had it planned that this was going to be his last year,
right?
So it was going to be, kind of a cool deal there, but never came to fruition.
Last play of the third quarter on the way here.
4th down.
4th and 4 from the 11. Looking to draw the Braves off sides there. That will be the final play. Will be 4th and 4 when we come back as we wrap up the Hobbaker Ace third quarter. Let the area's most extensively trained staff assist you with your hardware needs. Visit Hobbaker's Ace, a hardware store, and so much more. We'll be back after this.
Modern meets classic with the new Amara Stone Wedding Band collection at Richard's Jewelry. Made in the USA with recycled metals, these rings mix traditional gold with new contemporary metals for a sleek, edgy look and design. Life gets tough, but so are these industrial wedding bands featuring Benchmark's lifetime guarantee. Richard's Jewelry, your exclusive Amara Stone dealer in downtown Berne.
Back here, set to begin the Ms. Lehman fourth quarter. Ms. Lehman Realtors and Auctioneers have been serving this great community since 1960. We have the experience and expertise you can count on. Ms. Lehman Realtors and Auctioneers, welcome home. Trips to the left here. Titus Lehman, Zayden Balmer with Stuypile behind him. Zayden looks left, connects to Colton Sprunger. Colton Sprunger makes a move. Inside the 10, down at the 5-yard line. Nifty little play there, well executed. Well blocked. Exactly what the Starfires needed to gain the first down, and it'll be first and goal from the 5. Those two have played a lot of football together over the years. Good chemistry there between Bomber and Sprunger. Knightstown and Winchester locked in a 7-7 third quarter battle. Sty not going down easy. I thought he gained maybe a yard, but they're going to put him. I thought his forward progress was better than that. I thought he had something. They're going to give him the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Columbia City looks tough this year. They're up on Plymouth, 35-6. I can't remember who they played week 1, but it was another big win. I think it might have been, I was thinking maybe Angola. Might have been Northwood. I think it was Northwood maybe. And Northwood's a perennial power. Class 3A, I believe. Is that Coach Fox up there?
Columbia City?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of Coach Mosier's boys.
Yeah.
A lot of flags down. What'd you see there? Hold?
I didn't see anything.
No.
My reaction was because I was the one that introduced Coach Fox to Coach Mosier, I believe.
Your boy. Your boy, Coach Fox.
Got to know him a little bit through YFC. Coach Fox was a YFC director at Eastbrook at one time.
Gotcha.
He's an Eastbrook grad, coached at Eastbrook under Coach Adamson.
Okay.
A little bit.
He's taken that Columbia City program from really being very mediocre for a long time.
Right.
I mean,
Done a
right
great
now
job.
they're a power in the NE8.
Done a great job.
Built a lot of excitement. Also, they built a whole new school, their facilities are phenomenal.
Facilities, yeah.
I think it's Highway 9 right over there on Highway 9. And
spent some time coaching at Taylor. He helped when Dustin and Stutzman was at Taylor. He was coaching at Taylor as well. So he's got some coaching experience for sure. Didn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me to see what he's done at Columbia City.
So it'll be second and goal from the 15.
And Columbia City was not. I mean, they were never football. They were always known for basketball.
No, yeah.
You know, so it's been neat to see that. Uh-oh.
Well done there from Bomber to dump it off. Let's see who it was. Was it Colbert, I believe?
Yeah, it was Colbert.
Again, that's another connection, Bomber to Colbert. We've been seeing that for a lot of years at the junior high, now at the JV level.
Now make it third and goal from the 5.
That used to be with the speed of Colbert. I can remember that. Probably, I'm thinking when they were in 7th grade, maybe 6th grade. Colbert just run the 9 route, big, tall target, athletic, and Bomber with his cannon just throw it deep. That was tough to stop. Let's see if the Starfires can punch one in here. The give is to Colbert on that jet sweep.
Find the pylon, find the pylon.
You're not going to catch him. Just too much speed to the edge there from Nolan Colbert. And the light show is on now. Okay.
Finally got dark enough to do it.
52-0 our score here at the Ms. Lehman fourth quarter. All South Adams tonight.
Nice job from Nolan there. You know, a lot of times you see running backs want to try to cut it up. That's where all the linebackers and D linemen are going. You know, when you're on the 5-yard line, you just find the pylon. You only have to get 5 yards, 2 yards, whatever. And it might be a longer distance, but you're going to have a lot more success finding that pylon. Just get inside it.
Manny's kick is up, and it's good. And that makes it 53-0. 7:42 to play. Ms. Lehman, fourth quarter. We'll be back after this. Back here at Starfire Field. 53-0 our score. Got to give some love to, how about the Warsaw Tigers and where they've come as a football program. That's a program that, again, that's another former basketball school. You think of them as basketball, nothing in football, nothing in the history that I can recall. They beat Snyder last week, made a run in the, I think they're 6A. They're starting off their season with Snyder and Warren Central this week. How about that? Pretty impressive 2 weeks there to start a season. Beat Snyder last week, and now in a 7-0 ball game last week I've seen. Down a little bit there, but love to see it. Homestead trying to compete with Noblesville tonight at halftime. Noblesville on top of Homestead 9-7. Always love the matchups when you get Fort Wayne versus Indy. And you see that a lot more recently with a lot of SAC schools, even some NE8 schools traveling to Indy, trying to up that competition level. And I tell you what, it's tough to beat those Indy teams, man.
Yeah.
Just doesn't happen very often.
Good to see 41 Tristan Air out there at the broken arm. I think the second year in a row. Got to play with a big old club, but kid who's willing to play. Just
looking deep, has a man, a little bit underthrown. Man, he had him. If he would have hit him in stride, it'd be 6 points for Bellmont right now. But that's about how the night has gone for the Braves. They've had a few opportunities, but just not able to convert.
Tristan had some success in our scrimmage against Winchester, and then I think he actually had a long touchdown, and then soon after that, fell on it wrong. Kid landed on it. Knew it was broken pretty quick. Doctor said, hey, if you can handle it, you can play. So he's like, pad me up. We're going. Love to see that. He was practicing just a couple days after he broke it.
Strike complete, but not for a whole lot there. Gain of about 4 maybe there on second down.
Complete out to Mason White.
It'll be 3rd and 6 here for the Braves.
Stop made the 32-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain. Make it 3rd.
Going to be an interesting scout for Bluffton next week. You got 2 games.
Yeah, right.
One's a blowout. South Adams is the victim of, and the other one, you just don't know as a Coach Kunkel. You're like, well, what kind of team is this? But I guess if you know Marion local, you. Here we go.
That one thrown up for grabs. Couldn't quite see who it was.
Tristan Air,
like
right
Air,
yeah.
yep.
If he's got 2 hands, that's
that's probably right.
Gosh darn.
Hit him in the numbers.
I was really hoping he's going to come down with that one. That's impressive.
And it'll bring up 4th and 6.
So I believe Tristan, that's the 3rd time he's broken an arm in the last 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, he should be pretty comfortable playing with that thing on. He's done it most of his career.
Yeah.
Dating back to junior high football. Now Bellmont ran out of play clock there. They're going to be forced to take a timeout.
Timeout, Bellmont.
Let's take a look at some of the South Adams stats here on the night. Very effective night from Titus Lehman. You love to see that from the senior quarterback. Very efficient tonight. 8 of 11, 150 yards, 2 touchdowns. What I loved about him was his work in the pocket. You saw the pocket collapse a couple of times. He was so decisive. His footwork was clean, stepped up. His eyes stayed downfield. They didn't come onto the defenders, collapse in the pocket. I thought he did a phenomenal job. You know, albeit against an overmatched Bellmont team, but that's exactly the way you want to see your senior quarterback bounce back.
Absolutely. I think the interior O-line at South Adams is really important that your quarterback feels comfortable in front of them. I think that's the biggest thing. He had a lot of pressure from the sides. Their DNs were screaming, but I think South Adams, for the most part, up the middle, did a good job not allowing any of those bull rushers. So Ty could see in front of him and knew he didn't have a whole lot coming in front of him. So he did a really good job being able to step up away from that outside pressure. And
Screen
make the
sets
play.
up nicely. They got it complete to Whirling. First down yardage now across midfield. Got to give a lot of love to Whirling.
From Farote to Whirling.
Good screenplay there. I thought Joshua Mickham caught on to it, but just a little bit too late. He's like, I got through there a little bit too easy. And he put the pause on and started backpedaling, but it was just a little too late.
1st and 10 for the Braves.
That's something you coach. You know, when you know the screen's coming, that's something definitely as a defensive coordinator. You coach that, D-line, you practice that in their individual time. Quarterback's backpedaling, you get through there quick. It's start yelling screen and get back.
Farote keeps it himself.
Throw it on the keeper there, just able to get back to the line there, and nothing more.
Yeah. Ryan Rojas and Zach Simmons getting some action. Good seeing them. Two boys who were probably had some great friends of Dallas. They're sticking with it. You know, we talked about Dallas. I'm not sure if those boys, Dallas might have been the reason why those boys are playing football. He got them to come out to play, so good to see those two boys getting a tackle together on the night that Dallas is honored.
Bellmont goes the I formation here. Farote under center. Give to guess who?
Whirling the ball carrier. Tries the right side.
Old Mr. Whirling.
And stacked up on the play by number 30, Gabe Snyder.
He's a senior. They're going to rely on him heavily, 5'9", 195-pound senior.
Gain of a yard on the play, and they get 3rd.
Even though they're spreading things out a lot more this year, they're still liking to work the run between the tackles. Go back to that I formation quite often. Try to maintain some balance tonight. 21 throws. Whirling's got 15 carries, I believe, on the night. This one's downfield. Oh, the safety there was looking to be a ball hawk on that one. Luckily,
Easton Curtis,
for the Braves, that ball was tipped. That looked like Briar Fosnaugh was in perfect position to come away with that one before it got tipped. Farote's not been easy for him tonight, but he's battled well. He's 18 of 22, 71 yards, just one pick. He's looked pretty good for just a freshman.
Right. Yeah, they stick with it. He's going to have some success.
That one broken up. Nice play there on the sideline by Zayden Balmer to just get a hand in there and knock that one away from Whirling. South Adams get the ball back.
It might just be a kneel here, and
I think
call
so.
it a night.
Hey, do stick around for the RK Financial Postgame show. We'll probably have an appearance from Coach Grant Mosier. He's going to be feeling a little bit better about things this week than he was last Friday night.
Probably won't be so out of breath coming up here either.
That's right.
Not near as much weight to carry up.
Man, what a phenomenal turnaround. He deserves a lot of love. Coach has put in the work. Looking good, feeling good. He's going to join us here in a minute. Feeling good on a Friday night for sure, after his boys are going to come away with a 53-0 victory over the Bellmont Braves. That's going to do it. Both teams will come to midfield and shake hands. So South Adams going to improve to 1-1. And for Coach Nick Hall, a tough one. 33-game losing streak turns into number 34 in pretty rough fashion. And for the Braves, it doesn't get a whole lot easier from here, especially when you see a team like DeKalb, who's typically toward the bottom of the NE8. They're on top of Garrett right now. Garrett, the season they had last year, and very competitive last week against Adams Central. It could be another long season for Bellmont Brave football fans. This is you talked about it in the pregame. This is one that they always kind of have circled as one that maybe they can have some early season success, because I tell you, once you get into NE8 conference play, There just aren't a whole lot of winnable games. So 53-0 our finals, who wrap up the Ms. Lehman fourth quarter. Ms. Lehman Realtors and Auctioneers have been serving this great community since 1960. We have the experience and expertise you can count on. Ms. Lehman Realtors and Auctioneers. Welcome home. We're on the RK Financial Postgame Show. For the best help with your 401ks, IRAs, college savings plans, retirement goals, estate planning, life insurance, and long-term care needs, call Randy Kistler with our RK Financial at 589-3533. Hey, we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll have some post-game final stats, analysis, maybe some scores from around the area, and an interview with Coach Mosier. After this, we'll be back.
Freedom Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Bluffton is where power meets adventure. From Ram trucks built to work to Chryslers built for your family and Jeeps built to explore, we've got it all. Freedom Chrysler Dodge Jeep. Your road starts here.
Welcome to RK Financial, a non-intimidating atmosphere where we confidently give you answers to your financial questions and concerns. We specialize in 401ks and IRAs with full service on the Indiana 529 College Savings Plan. You'll find solutions to your retirement goals and estate planning needs, as well as making recommendations on your life insurance and long-term care insurance solutions. Check out our new website at www.rkfinancialinc.com. This is Randy Kistler inviting you to stop in to see me or Alex as we journey together to meet your financial goals.
I'm still a Thrive, and I've lived here just 1 year. I fell and broke my hip, and so walking is the best thing for me. And this is a wonderful place to walk.
Here at Adams Woodcrest, we offer assisted living with your independence in mind. We welcome your small furry friends. Come enjoy an outdoor stroll on our lovely grounds or participate in numerous activities with friends and residents. Adams Woodcrest is extraordinary living where everyone is family.
For over 70 years, Bixler Insurance has provided financial protection for our communities.
We will protect your auto, home, farm, and business of any size.
We can protect your family with a life insurance policy and help navigate your health insurance options, including Medicare and marketplace products.
The world of insurance definitely has its ups and downs.
But as an independent agency, we have strong relationships with several companies to meet your specific needs.
Stop by or call us in Berne, Geneva, Decatur, Portland, or Woodburn.
Looking to elevate your construction project? Schwarz Contracting is here to deliver. With over 20 years in the industry, owner Dan Schwarz has been providing reliable home construction, barn buildings, pole barns, garages, barns, and barn dominiums throughout Adams County and beyond. When it comes to building your dream home or an impressive new barn, Dan Schwarz and his team are the ultimate champions. When you choose SCI, you're getting a team that brings expertise and commitment to take down every project. They're all about getting the job done right. Are you ready to tackle your next project? Contact Dan Schwarz at 260-525-0266, Schwarz Contracting, where solid construction is always the winning move.
And we're back here on the RK Financial Postgame Show. For the best help with your 401ks, IRAs, college savings plans, retirement goals, estate planning, life insurance, and long-term care needs, call Randy Kistler with RK Financial at 589-3533. 53-0 our score in this one. It was all South Adams straight from the get-go. 40-0 was the score after one quarter of play. South Adams ends up with 13 first downs. Bellmont with just 5, 282 total yards compared to Belmont's 97, 197 through the air for South Adams, 71 for Bellmont, and South Adams finished with 85 on the ground compared to Belmont's 26. Bellmont had 5 turnovers tonight, 3 fumbles lost, 2 INTs. Just simply too much South Adams for the Bellmont Braves to deal with here tonight. And we got to welcome in the man, the myth, the legend. We talked about it. There's less of him this year, but still plenty to enjoy. Still plenty to enjoy.
Plenty of annoyance.
Welcome, Coach, here on the RK Financial Postgame Show. Coach, your guys looked pretty good right from the get-go, 40-0 after one quarter play. Got to appreciate a team after what happened last week. Came out and took care of business right from the get-go.
Yeah, you and I talked today during school, and you know I was nervous about this game. And
yeah.
People might scoff at that and whatever, but I always talk about it. They go through their schedule and they circle South Adams as being the 1A school where they play. And you look before the game, man. They're enormous. They're a big O-line. They have big skill kids. So I always get nervous here, but our guys came out from the start and played well.
You had me a little bit this year. I took you seriously for the first time. Usually I do. You tell me that.
Sincerely, I mean, they make me nervous because they're big kids. They're strong kids. We came out and executed. They had no answer really for our pass game early on, and Will good to see Will explode a little bit there with the potential we know he has. We know we have a lot of weapons offensively. It's just giving him time to get in space and give him time to throw and make those plays and giving our receivers chances in space to get after it. So I was proud of how he came out. Defensively, we played great all night long. A little bit of bending, but not breaking against, again, Hall told me right there it's the best line he's had with experience and size. And so I was happy with our defense for the shutout there. And then even I was really happy with our JV offense against their ones going down and punched it in to score at the end there too.
Right.
So I told them there, though, things get real serious real quick here the next 2 weeks with multiple weeks, but Bluffton and Heritage, two great teams in our conference who have had our number the last couple of years. So we're going to try and change that and give them all we have.
A couple of teams you mentioned, Bluffton having their way with Manchester tonight. Last I saw it was 38-6. Heritage was on top of Delta. That was a fairly close game early. Haven't seen a score update in a while on that one. Yeah, you and I, we talked about, the line of Bellmont, but you got to be proud of your defensive front. They got a pretty good back there. Whirling, they fed him a lot. Ends up 15 for 33 yards, so bottled up, really. They tried to pound him up the middle, went to that I formation. Your guys held up strong up the middle.
They did, even our younger guys. So at the end there, we had JV linebackers in there with Balmer and Gabe Steiner and Colpert and Colton Sprunger, and all four of them doing a great job against us. That's a huge running back for those four young guys. And then we had young DBs with Titus Loeshoe. They're going after a little bit, but did a good job.
Yeah, he made a nice
he did
play.
He did a good job. And young guys, I was proud of our defense, even the second half. Again, that's their ones offense against our JV defense for the most part, and getting off the field with 0 points given up. So, yeah, we're definitely happy with that. But I'll say this about Bellmont, and I told a couple of the guys after the game there, those kids don't quit, and it'd be so hard. Talked to Grady Baker after the game, a kid who's been through this, and so many lopsided losses and just doesn't quit, is still respectful and still plays hard. I mean, that says a lot about his character, and they have a lot of guys like that. So that says hats off to those guys for keep playing hard.
Respecting the game, no doubt, and got to appreciate the way your senior quarterback rebounds after a tough game. A lot of interceptions last week. I thought the way he operated in the pocket, especially early, stepping up. A couple times the pocket collapsed on him. I think he took a sack maybe on the first or second series. Right after that sack, he steps up and I think throws a touchdown pass just beautifully, on time, on target. I thought it was a phenomenal job. Very efficient night from Titus Lehman.
8 for 11, I think I saw. 2 touchdowns, 150 yards. But, yeah, what a bounce back. I mean, all week, all we talked about was Ty's game against Marion Local, who obviously Marion Local is a different animal. But Ty struggled there. And I told him on Monday, and I said this in front of the varsity team, and I said, Ty, you've got to play better for us to win. That's a lot of pressure on one kid, but that's the reality of our offense. We have so much on one person. And Ty can handle that, but first off, the 2 rushing touchdowns I thought were really good. He's so elusive when he gets going. He doesn't even look that elusive, but he is. But then that one pass you're talking about, I watched it back on the iPad, and it was phenomenal. Where the pocket does collapse, both tackles, and he steps up into it, steps past the blitzer, and hits Wes on the deep post where they got behind the safety. That was a phenomenal job by him. He has a great job with pocket presence, kind of feeling where the pressure's coming from without having to move his eyes and avert those. But really proud of his bounce back tonight. But again, things are going to get tough for next week, and they're going to bring the house at Ty, which Kunkel will tell you in a heartbeat. So,
tell us what you know about this Bluffton team. Obviously, ACAC starts next week. It gets serious. We go. Tough. You talked about it. Bluffton Heritage coming up quick here. Tell us what to expect a little bit next week.
Yeah, our first 3 conference games are Bluffton Heritage AC. Isn't that great? Kunks was he's doing his best Lou holds this week too, talking about Manchester. So I know they're a big team, but this is, and if he listens to this, he'll get mad at me. But this is the best team I think he's had coach at Bluffton. It really is with the experience.
We saw a pretty good one last year.
Yeah, absolutely. And that whole team's back. That's the thing. That entire team's back. So from Axon Best at running back or quarterback to both the running backs back with Cooper Craig and Kamel Moore, and then the receivers, their student experience they have back. Their O-line is enormous. They got Morgan at linebacker, one of the best linebackers in the state.
Those names, we've been talking about those names forever.
Griffin Morgan's one of the best linebackers in the state. At any level, and he's going to blitz the crap out of us. So our guards got to be ready for that, and Ty's got to be ready for that. But they're going to put pressure on us, and then offensively they spread it out. And like I said, they have so many weapons. So we're going to have to be creative on both sides of the ball, and we're going to have to be fundamental. And we saw a lot of mistakes there toward the end too, which I wasn't thrilled about. But we're going to play sharp football and going over there. It's sometimes a kind of hostile environment, and he's got his pork chop dinner, of course. He knew what he was doing having that week 3, so I'll have extra fans in attendance. But we love it. It's not going to be as loud as Marion Local, I wouldn't think, but you never know. So we'll give them all we have, like I said, and we'll be prepared.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you. Hey, don't look forward to that one too much tonight. Enjoy this one from good one to get back on track. Way to get healthy tonight. 53-0 over Bellmont. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for all you guys do again.
Appreciate you, Coach. That will we'll bring in Coach Lehman one final time here on the RK Financial Postgame Show to get his final thoughts on the evening. And we got to definitely mention a Berne Witness Player of the Game before we get out of here. So, Jeff, your final thoughts here on a 53-0 drubbing of the Bellmont Braves.
Well, I mean, you're happy with how you played, how you responded after last week. Enjoy it tonight, like you just kind of talked about. Enjoy it tonight. Don't need to look forward too much tonight about Bluffton, but as soon as it's tomorrow, I mean, kids can get on the huddle, start watching Bluffton. I know the coaches will probably spend 5, 6, 7 hours watching film tomorrow, preparing for a big contest against Bluffton. So hopefully we can take what we've learned about ourselves the last 2 weeks and come out strong next Friday at Bluffton.
Well, it is time for the Berne Witness Player of the Game, sponsored by FM Investments Raymond James. And for that, we go right back to Coach Lehman.
Well, I think we have plenty of options. I mean, defensively, think about Blake Hoffman, who had a fumble recovery, and then I believe that pick six or a scoop and score. I forget what it was.
Score, yeah.
You have Wes Somerset had a great game. A lot of other guys. Will Patterson had looked great offensively, but I think we got to give it to Titus Lehman tonight, rebounding after the last week. We talked about him being able to step up in the pocket there and all night long under pressure, throwing some dots to the boys. So Ty Lehman looks like 8 of 11 for 150 yards, 2 touchdowns. Just an efficient game for Titus.
Can't forget about his 4 carries for 21 yards. He had 2 touchdowns on the ground as well.
Accounted for 4 touchdowns, yeah.
Heck of a game for Titus Lehman. He is our Berne Witness Player of the Game, sponsored by FM Investments Raymond James. For investments, finances, and retirement planning, call 260-368-9939 to set up an appointment at FM Investments Raymond James. That'll do it for us here on the RK Financial Postgame Show. Again, for the best help with your 401ks, IRAs, college savings loans, retirement goals, estate planning, life insurance, and long-term care needs, call Randy Kistler with RK Financial at 589-3533. Well, for my broadcast partner, Mr. Jeff Lehman, for our producer, Eric Litweiler, and for our guy up top who did a phenomenal job, as always, tonight, Mr. Gary Hendershot, I am Phil Provost. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time on Witness Media.